Nothing.
Okay.
B, when your man calls on you, you
What?
Hey, B.
Hello.
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 What'd I do this time?
Nothing.
Okay.
B, when your man calls on you, you answer.
He
Oh,
said,
listen here,
kiss
buddy.
my ass.
Yeah.
No, you need to learn what a relationship is all about.
No,
You
it's
need to
just
learn to
I
shut your
had
hole.
I had something really important to tell you.
What's that?
Oh, I can't tell you on here.
Oh.
I don't think he really cares.
He's pregnant and it's yours.
Jesus.
On the other side of things, the
I had
fart guy should
something
have spread some liquid
really,
ass. That would have been
really
priceless.
important to tell you. And it was
Good.
driving me nuts that I couldn't get a hold of you.
Well, I'm sorry. I.
Too busy on Fortnite.
No. Uh-huh. No.
Yes.
No. I actually was not on Fortnite.
So I saw you.
What?
You found somebody else, didn't you?
No.
Yes, and she's got a bigger dick than you do.
What?
I said yes, and she's got a bigger dick than you do.
Jesus Christ. Oh, God. No. No.
No, certain someones were planning something against you.
Oh, what was Dumber and Dummett wanting to fucking what are they planning?
Okay, I'm just gonna spill fucking beans.
Just tell me. I want to hear it.
They're going on a campaign to convince you that we are all using you to get to Joey.
That's right. We're using you for your money, B.
Yeah, we're using you. And I'm using you for your money and all this other shit. We're just weird shit. And there's some other
So Earl, Verbal, and Joe.
Earl
Earl
Trump.
thinks it's his duty. Like
Yeah,
anybody fucking cares.
Earl thinks it's his duty to try to
Right.
quote unquote save me, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna be the knight in shining armor.
No, White Knight.
Earl, let me just say something to you, buddy. I'm here, my own damn free will. I don't like Joey. I've never liked Joey. I'm just stuck with his dumb ass because he's my sperm donor. So as far as this saving my ass shit, kiss my ass, motherfucker.
And no one's using B.
Nobody's using me at all, buddy. So take your your wannabe superhero routine and go the fuck somewhere else. Because I
Because
don't give two shits what you, what Trumpy, what Verbal, or what Joey think of me. Thank you very much.
and one thing I wanted to say, I wanted to say this when you were on panel last night.
Mhm.
But I wanted to say that you guys don't know what goes on behind the scenes. with B and everybody else. You guys don't know. There's a lot of communication that goes on
They
behind the scenes. She just doesn't come up here and we talk to her, and that's the only communication we have.
Exactly.
So you guys don't know half of it.
Earl, if you want to save her so much, send her some fucking money.
So I know about your
TC,
stupid.
I'm not even gonna disagree with that. Bitch, go ahead.
Yeah,
Send me some shit.
your
Your
stupid.
best friend, your buddy Joey never did. Never bought, never paid child support. Sent what, $30 one time for what, diapers? Pull ups, right? No, wait, no. I was out of them by this point. What? Never bought his grandson anything. Shit, you might as well pay for him. You're already kissing his ass. You're already basically sucking his micro penis. Go ahead. Shit,
And I must,
bud.
and I must say, that what was I going to say? I must say that I forgot. Oh, this Earl, you came up. You wanted to make peace and shit, and then you, but you said we have a sick obsession with Joey. Half the fucking time, we're not even fucking talking about Joey.
Nope.
When Joey brings my fucking name up in TikTok and
Or mine.
or yours or any one of my friends over here or that are a part of my channel and wants to threaten, harass, make up lies, yes, we're going to address it and we're going to expose it and we're going to make it stop. It's not a sick obsession. The sick obsession is Trumpy, you, and Verbal Kent talking about us 24/7 about this, that, and the other, and talking about my kid. That's the sick part.
That's the definition of obsession.
We were
Talking about somebody for 3 hours one night and then talking about another person however many hours, that's an obsession. That's an obsession.
You know what? I shared a little clip of what Joey.
Was it 30?
No, what Joey decided on my channel last night.
Yep.
Of what Joey was talking about his daughter.
Yep.
And Trumpy had a fucking fit in Earl's chat. Report him. Report him. Report him. Report me, bitch. That's what I said. Report me.
That's Trumpy for you.
All I did was share a fucking clip of a fucking moron, you know, and he treats his daughter. So, Earl, get a clue.
Earl, just letting your bitch ass know, the more you let Joey up there, and the more shit he says about me, the more shit I have on his ass to get his ass arrested. So go ahead, let him keep coming up. It's just gonna fail on his end.
And that was one of the reasons that I did put it up, was because when Madman I needed a new clip of it. And when Madman shared it I could not hear Earl's responses. But when I did, I wasn't really happy with his responses because he was saying how, oh yeah, what we were doing over here was a sick obsession.
Yeah, I heard it.
And I was like,
Who tries to be relevant? God,
He really
nothing.
does.
we do a lot,
Do you
a
like
lot
your
more.
10 seconds of fame, Earl?
I thought he was gonna move on and do his own thing. Why is he still bother coming around? I don't
Because
know.
he's a sad excuse of a man. Oh wait, sorry, a man baby.
Well, then Burble comes up
It's a
here.
fucking
He
toddler.
fucking totally flips the shit out. Now he's nowhere to be found.
That was funny.
Pussy too. Just like Earl.
You know what, Earl? You can come up on panel
Yeah, Earl, come on.
because you
You
had
you
something.
wanna save my ass? Go ahead, come up here, buddy. Come up here. Come up here, you pussy. Go right ahead.
Well, I'm just to let you know that I can share a clip, and it doesn't affect. I don't know why it does that. To be honest,
I think Earl
because it was too
Earl sees
long.
that you got all these. You know, you
I
got
think
over
there's like
1,000 subs. You
a
don't like it.
certain limit. But what was I saying? Distracted. Fucking Nightbot.
He wanted to know the facts in knowing why instead of hearsay. Earl, Earl, you may not have anything against me, and I don't have anything really against you. But all I'm gonna say is you're allowing someone who is very abusive to his children and everyone around him, okay, on your channel. You're allowing him to sit there and say, "Oh well, the daughter I know died at 5." Bitch, what did I do at 5 years old to sit there and warrant you to say that I was dead to you when you begged my parents to allow you to see me, bro? Nothing that man says that ever comes out of his dumb ass, fat ass mouth makes sense logically. You know that, Earl. You know that as much as I know that. None of what he says is ever logical. I never tried to kill his dumbass mom. I never tried to fucking kill her, especially on fucking purpose.
All the spam bot does is just time you out for like, I don't know, a couple seconds. And I
I
don't know
never
why it's
once,
doing
I
I
want to
that.
never
know why is there? You know why Earl's doing it, right? So he can get attention for his channel, so people come to his channel. Without you, B, well, he wants to make 90 and everybody look bad, like, oh, they're using her.
which is so fucking stupid because I came here willingly.
Yeah,
So how does that at all make any sense? I came here willingly.
He wants you on, honestly, he wants you on his stream.
could be.
Oh my god, I can't believe this. We got Joey and Z at the same time.
Oh, bring it on, bitches. Go ahead.
How's that even possible?
Hmm.
Wonder how that happened. Joey.
I won't be able to hear you. Oh, hello? Oh. All right. For one, B, I don't have anything against you. I have been on your side. I completely think Joe is the scum of the freaking earth. All right. And I even told him it's a dick move on what kind of shit that he has said about you. And that's when he went off. So, and
Well,
he,
Earl,
Then you
Earl,
rage quit the.
I appreciate you not having anything against me, but what I do not appreciate, is a deadbeat, low life son of a bitch like Joe.
So it's okay for you to sit there and bash me. It's
Oh,
not okay to
who's the
sit
one
there
that bashed who
and be
first,
bashed.
Joey?
I didn't
Who
bash you.
came up? Who came up on their own fucking stream saying that I tried to kill your mother and
I
all
did.
this shit, posting all these videos,
Hey,
doing all this
first,
shit, talking about me when I didn't talk shit about you at all? So
first,
who was it that came up first, Joey? You
it
did.
doesn't matter. It
Joey,
doesn't
what
matter.
kind of father are you?
Hold
You fucking
on,
piece of
TC.
shit.
Hold on a
Yeah,
Yeah,
second.
because
you got
my
you
son
got him
treats
the other night.
TC.
kids like
Hold
a
on a
slave.
second. Hold on a
Hey,
second.
hello there.
Good
Stay in your
job, you
lane.
mooch.
Hold on a second. Everybody mute for a second. I want to talk to him. I want to know logic. You're saying that it doesn't matter, Joe. You're saying it doesn't matter when you're making it a point that I have came up here and started talking shit about you. No, motherfucker. No.
No,
You
you started talking
started
shit on
on
Facebook
me.
and then you spread it
Okay.
on YouTube. So it
Okay.
is what
Yeah.
it is.
Okay. Sure, Joey. Sure, Joey. We weren't even friends on Facebook, bitch.
Your daughter hates you, Joe.
The second you
Yeah,
fucking
well, you know
left,
what,
your
DC? At
bitch
least
ass
I
was
don't treat my
blocked.
kids like a slave.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, your
Yeah,
kids.
okay.
Bitch, you ain't got
That's all
no
you got,
kids.
Joey.
You ain't got no kids, Joe.
Joe,
Hey,
you don't
DC, why don't
understand.
you go ahead and moderate?
You
Family
don't
does
Joe,
things for
have
stay
family,
moderated.
children.
but you have no
Stay
clue
in
what
your
that
lane,
is,
man.
do you, son? You can't even feed your own kids, you lousy bum. You can't even feed your fucking mooch. Fucking another man had to raise your kids, you fucking
Oh,
Riri.
you're talking about the convict, right?
It don't
Well,
matter. You're a mooch,
Because
Joe.
my
all right,
daughter is telling
Joey.
me on the
Well, let me
record.
tell you something, Joseph. Let me tell you something. Marvin was a better damn dad than you ever will be. So go ahead and write that in your
Damn.
fucking little
That one
diary,
hurt.
okay?
That
Go
one
write that
hurt.
in your little diary like a little bitch you are. I'm saying you
Actually,
started
I
it
came up
first,
here to give
bitch.
everybody a
Shut the
little
fuck up
taste
or
of
I'll
what
mute your
is
dumb
to
ass.
be
Shut the
expected.
fuck up or I'll
A
mute your
little
dumb ass.
taste.
Yeah, a little taste.
We're exposing you, Joe. Fucking Riri.
You
Yeah, you know
came
what?
and
The only
started
retard.
running your mouth about me. You don't like it? I'm muting. Shut the fuck up so I can talk. And I'm gonna keep doing this so I can get a fucking word in.
Doing
You
shit.
started talking shit about me
Who's
first.
being
So you need to kiss my ass on who's talking about who, bitch. Because you started it and now I'm finishing it.
Damn. Got on there, Joey.
Okay, let me
Wham.
And
let
what
me
kind of
Yeah, but
father
you know
shows
it's
his
funny.
own kid?
You know what's funny, Bo?
Joey. I mean,
What kind of father shows his own kid is fucking
What kind
dick?
of
You
husband
are
sits there and
sick.
is married to a woman, but yet
You
Oh, here
are
sleeps
we
with
go. The
women
sick.
in the
husband of the
United
year,
States? I
right?
mean, come on,
Oh,
dude.
here it comes from the husband of the year,
That's all
right?
he got.
Here comes the husband of the year who couldn't take care
Yeah,
of his
right?
damn wife.
You
Hey,
got he doesn't
Richard.
know
Hey,
shit about
Richard.
relationships.
Richard. Hush up, Richard. Hush up.
hey
Hush up. Yeah,
TC. I
okay,
He's
mean,
Joey. You
triggered.
have no
TC.
right
Let
to
me.
talk about anybody.
I'm not the one up here cussing and everything.
Hey,
Oh, I'm not the one
Hey, Earl, why don't you go sit on the fence again? You're good for that.
hey, Joey.
Hey, hey,
Why are
90. Hey, 90, how's that obsession working with you? I tell you
Oh,
what,
you're the one
you are
obsessed,
my
Joey.
biggest fan. You know that?
listen to
You're
me? Let
the
me
one
talk.
that's obsessed.
Guess how's Andy treating you?
Yeah, how's Pedo Andy doing?
Oh, he don't like that. He
No, he's
don't like
muted.
that one.
He's muted because he won't shut the fuck up and let
I
people
want to
talk.
know. I want to know why you can justify Andy.
I ain't justifying nothing. I'm not with
Yes,
him. I'm with
Yes, you
his
are.
sister.
No, you're
yes,
justified.
but you were with a
Why do you not
you
let
are
me
with.
finish? Why you keep muting me?
I'm not
He's
muting you.
taking rides from a
I'm not muting.
pedo.
Pedophile. A
I'm not
pedophile.
running with no pedophile.
Yeah, you are.
No,
You
I'm not.
were. Yeah, you
Yeah,
are.
you
You're a
justified his
liar.
Well, I
ass.
ain't doing
You
nothing, you know. But
justified him
ain't
being a
justifying nothing.
fucking pedophile.
I
Yes,
sit
you
there and
did.
said,
You said
well,
the past doesn't
hey,
make the past does not
let me say this.
the past does not
Say
control
this.
the present.
Let
It
me
doesn't
say
matter
this.
what
All
he did
right,
in the
fat mouth.
past.
Keep running it.
You're the one who said this, dumbass. You said out of your dumbass mouth, you said, which made no fucking sense. What
Everything
he did
that
in
comes
the
out of your mouth doesn't make
PC,
sense.
or goddamn it, Joe, shut the fuck up, or I'm putting you in the basement so somebody can actually
Well,
talk.
put me in the basement. Go ahead.
You
Yeah,
said
let people
out of
talk,
your
Joe.
fat
Put me in the
mouth.
basement.
You
Tell me
said
how
out
much
of
of a
your
coward
fat
you are.
mouth.
You're gonna
You
learn.
said out of
You're
your
a
fat
loser.
mouth.
Yeah, you're fat mouth. I ain't fat.
Yeah, okay.
I'm
Yeah,
overweight.
okay, bitch. You haven't been skinny since I was 7 years old, bitch. What's your excuse?
I was skinny when I was 7. When you was 7.
Duh, dumbass, is what I said, you moron. God,
You're
you're
the
so
moron.
fucking
How's
retarded.
that pedo?
You
How's
know,
that pedo supporting
what I
You're
going,
find
the one
Joey?
who
funny? Okay,
said him
we
being a
got
pedophile
TC.
then doesn't
We
mean
got
he's a pedophile
Rebecca up here.
now.
We got
Yeah,
Not
we got
Mom
Joey
90.
the dumbass fucking
Bunch
wolf
of
who
other
doesn't know
chubby
how
ass
to take
motherfuckers up
care
on this
of
panel,
his
body shaming
kids.
people. You know, that's what I can't. That's
Body
what I can't figure out.
shaming too.
Why are a bunch of fucking fat motherfuckers up on this panel body shaming other people?
Yeah,
Body
because
shaming
you're a
who?
fat motherfucker. That's why we're body
Every
shaming
single
Hey,
you.
one of you
You don't
motherfuckers
mean
are fat.
shit.
guys. How's
You don't
it
mean shit to nobody.
going?
You're worthless. You
Hey.
don't the air you breathe.
Okay,
How's the tent going, Joe?
Yeah, it's tent life. Is it warm
I like
outside
it. It
for
looks
you?
spacious.
Yeah, it's cheap too.
Does it fit you and your fat ass girlfriend? Hmm?
Only
Does it
fat
fit
ass
y'all
up here is
perfectly? Yeah,
several
no,
people
it's
up
you
on
and
the
her
panel.
fat ass. No, it's you and
Yeah,
her.
that's
You
coming.
included,
That's a
buddy.
lot coming from fat people up here.
Ooh,
Yeah,
wow,
we all
Joey.
fat.
Ooh, wow. Ooh,
Hey,
yeah.
hey,
We all
Joe, do
fat.
you still think Andy's innocent?
no,
I ain't with Andy.
Andy's guilty as
That
fuck.
wasn't my
Nobody's
I'm not
question.
with Andy.
He
Do
may
you
not
do
be
you
with
think he's
Andy.
innocent?
TC. He may not be with Andy, but remember who he's fucking. His ugly ass
What's
fucking
that have to
Oh,
do
inbred,
with
they
happy
anything?
ass,
hang out
fucking
together.
Pedophile.
hillbilly
She has
ass
no record.
girlfriend.
She has no record.
Why does
He has a
You
record.
don't have
She
no
don't
record.
know.
Yes,
She
he
doesn't.
Wait a minute.
does.
No,
What are
Yes,
she
you
he
doesn't.
does.
talking
She's
about?
been
Joey
incarcerated.
doesn't have a record.
She was
Oh,
never
come on now.
incarcerated.
Yes,
Why
he
does
was. The proof is all there on the registry, Joey. It's your fault that you're not fucking paying
I'm
attention.
talking about Chrissy. I ain't talking about her brother, you dumbass.
Every
well, how do we know
One
that
in
you're
the
not with
same.
his
She's
brother? You're
protecting her.
bisexual,
She's
aren't you?
protecting him. So
Wait,
guilty
is
by
that Lisa up
association.
here? Is that Lisa up here?
Duh,
Hey,
dumbass.
Lisa, how's Sasquatch? How's Sasquatch doing?
Oh, you're making fun of her?
Oh, you're
Oh,
making fun
now
of
you're
Lisa's
making fun of
kid?
my
Come on.
daughter. Yeah,
I know.
good job,
I'm actually trying to
Joey.
prove a point here. I'm trying to prove a point here.
No, that's
You're
what
on
she did,
No.
TikTok.
You're proving a
Joey.
You're
point
on
that you're
TikTok
just a
pretending to be
bigot
anti-bully,
asshole.
but you got a
You
bunch
just
of
made
bullies
fun of
up
a
here.
child,
You're a
Joey.
bully, Joey.
You just made fun of
Oh,
a
I'm a
child,
bully.
Joey.
Yeah, I bully
You just made
bullies.
fun of a
Oh
child.
yeah, no, you have no idea what I'm doing on TikTok now, and yeah, they're
Well,
not
yeah,
bullies.
I
They
know.
just point
You
out the
are a
truth.
troll. You have always been a troll.
No, actually, I'm
You
not a troll.
literally just
Yes,
made
you are,
fun
because you're
of
running
a
with trolls.
toddler, Joey.
There's nobody up here as a troll. You're a bully,
Every
Joey.
single person up here except for
I
me is
troll
a
the
troll.
trolls, Joey, remember?
You
I
don't
troll
troll
the
the trolls.
trolls.
You are a troll.
Yes,
You
I
are a
Okay,
do.
troll.
Joey.
Yeah, okay.
You're a
All
bully?
right,
You're a
Joey.
What makes a
troll.
Takes
Joey?
one
What
to
makes
know
us a troll?
one. It takes one to know one.
You're a
Hold on a minute.
troll.
Hold on a minute, Joe. What makes us a troll? Because we call you out on your bullshit.
No, because you do exactly what trolls do.
Oh, and what
You
exactly
stand
do
up
you
on the
trolls
fucking
do?
panel or any
But yet
public
he keeps
forum,
coming around.
causing
But yet he keeps
trouble,
coming back.
talking smack. Hey, look, you asked me a question. I'm trying to answer it, so shut your fucking fat mouth, bitch.
Nope, I'm not.
All
Don't
right, then. I'm not going to
disrespect. You're
say
not
shit
gonna
when you talk.
disrespect her like that.
Hey, bitch.
What
Well,
kind of
you know
father
what,
talks to
TC?
their
You
kid
ain't
like
nothing but a
that?
fucking joke anyways,
One
putty
that's
boy.
not an actual father,
Yeah.
TC.
You ain't
I'm
kidding.
more of a father than any of you motherfuckers up here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know what, Joe?
That's
First of all, I'm
delusional
the
right
father. I
there.
raised my
Yeah, that's
children.
very laughable.
Look how long my daughter's been up on this
Okay,
panel
hold on
talking
a second.
smack
Hold
about
on a
me,
second.
but
I
you
have a
know, I
question.
love it. I love it
Sorry.
Let me ask
when it
him
comes
this
down to
fucking
me talking
question.
smack back. I'm the
Let
bad
me
guy.
Hang on. Can I just say
mute up,
something here?
please, for a second.
Now, hang on, B.
I have a
Now,
serious question.
can I just say something, B, before you get into your question?
Go ahead.
Now,
Go ahead.
I try to not say anything when Joe's up here because you never get anywhere talking to shit. But I'll tell you this one thing, Joseph. For you to claim to be a better father than anyone up here, I take umbrage with because I'm in my children's lives.
Yeah, you're in your children's lives, but you're up on a panel talking shit
Here he
about other
goes.
people
Here
and
he
bullying people.
goes.
Nobody's bullying you, Joey.
I
Shut the
don't
fuck
bully
up.
Oh,
anyone.
bullshit.
I'm
No,
up
Is
here.
his
Look at
kids
90
taken
Channel.
care
It's
of?
all
Do they
about
have
me
food
and
in
this
their
shit.
bellies
Not how
and
it
clothes
is.
on their back?
Okay.
You're a fucking
They're well
That's
taken
You
care of.
not
Shut
motherfuckers
your
have
how
no
it
mouth.
is.
life.
level.
Motherfuckers have no life.
You have no life.
Look
Joe.
who's
He
talking.
No,
lives in
Look who's
actually.
talking.
Hey,
No, no, listen.
Joey, I have a
lives
Listen.
life.
in a
I don't live
fucking
in a
tent.
tent.
No, listen. You have no life because you spend it on YouTube talking smack, dissing on the other people.
Oh,
For a
okay,
few
Joey. You
hours
make
a
no
night.
sense. You're up here doing the same thing, Joey. What does that say about
Hey, yeah,
you?
I'm up here because you was talking about me.
Okay, I have a
I
question
wasn't
now.
talking
Now,
about you.
everybody mute up
You
for a
don't want
second.
me
Let
up
me
on the
ask
panel,
him
don't
this
be talking
question.
about me.
Please, everybody mute up so I can ask him this one fucking question
Well,
that has
ask
been
the
eating at
question.
me since he said it.
Go ahead.
What? Okay. Tell me, Joey, how I was dead to you at the age of 5. Please tell me.
I didn't say you was dead to me.
Yes, you did.
That's a lie.
Yes,
I
you did.
said you was out of my life
No,
after the age of
no, you
5.
didn't.
That's not
Oh,
what you
No,
said,
listen.
Joe.
no,
Listen.
Joe, you're
Joe, you
lying.
said she
You
was
Don't let
dead to
me
me
liar.
at the
finish.
You're
age
a
of 5.
Liar. You said she was dead to you
There's
at the
video
age of
proof of you
5.
And this
saying that,
whole
Joey. So want
Holy
to lie
shit.
again?
I ain't
What a
running.
father, huh? Fucking, what a lying sack of shit. That's all the guy does is
That's a
lie.
lying sack of shit.
Yeah.
You pedo supporter.
I ain't supporting no pedo.
Why didn't you beat his ass,
Yeah, you are.
Joe? You said you were going to beat, when you come across the pedo, you're going to beat their asses. How come you
I
didn't
didn't
beat
come
his ass?
across a pedo.
He gave you a
No,
ride
because
from Georgia. You're lying.
I didn't come across a pedo.
Yeah,
he
he's on the list, Joe.
I am actually with
TC
Chrissy. I'm not with her brother. You
he's
know, as far as I
sleeping
know,
with
he's
No,
not with her.
pedophile's sister.
Hey, everybody,
you,
No, what's
please
that
be
have to do
quiet
with
for a
anything?
second. We got somebody
Has a
here
lot to
that
do with
wants to say a
everything,
few
I
Joey.
didn't
words.
know anything about
Lisa,
her brother until after I got with
Lisa,
her. So you think it's going to be,
please
Sorry, B.
you think
mute
it'll
up.
make me look like a
Lisa,
bad person?
please
I
mute
mean, a
up
good
for a
person to break
second.
up with her?
We have somebody on here that's been wanting to say something.
Nah,
Everybody
Okay, I'll move
mute
it up.
up.
I can't even see who's up here.
Well, good. You always like surprises, don't you, buddy? Hey, Joe
Okay.
Blow, how you doing?
Who are you?
Are you getting nervous?
Nope.
I got a lot of info.
You're
A
quieting
lot of
down.
info.
You're quieting down a lot, Joey. What happened?
be
What happened?
quiet, B.
Man.
Well,
TC,
I'm letting you
shut
talk.
up.
Wow.
Somebody's got an echo.
So what should I?
TC, mute up.
Start with whatever you want to. Go right ahead.
Joe, this harassment and this crap has been going on for years. You have never once been a dad or a daddy or a
I don't even know who the hell you are.
I am Rebecca's mother.
You know damn well who that is.
Oh, Rebecca's mother, the one that sit there and actually cheated on me with the pedophile.
Did I really?
Oh
Who
yeah,
was
Jimmy
that?
Collins.
Oh, so you assume that I did? That's
Jimmy
not
Collins.
true.
Yeah, you had him up in the apartment and everything else.
They
Did I
were
really?
friends, dumbass.
Did I really?
Yeah, pedophile.
No.
You know, yes.
No.
Yes.
Somebody knocking on the door.
He got charged with
Oh, come on.
Oh,
molesting
here
a
comes
minor
Joey.
in the
Here comes
graveyard in
Joey.
Pennsylvania.
In
Look up
Pennsylvania.
Jimmy Collins and you'll know what I'm talking about,
He has
everybody.
never lived in Pennsylvania, you dumbass. ever.
Well, wherever it was, he
You
was
don't even know.
charged
My
with it.
God, if
He's
you're
on
going
the
to send
registry.
facts, make sure they're correct. Make sure they are correct.
Look up Jimmy Collins,
Do you
James
know how many Jimmy
Collins.
Collinses there are in the world?
It
But
doesn't
there's only
matter. You
one
know
Joe
who I'm
Wolf.
talking about,
There's only one Joseph
Christy.
Allen
You know
Wolf.
who I'm talking about. You
Oh,
know
I
who
know
I'm
the person
talking
you're
about.
talking about. I know exactly who the person you're
I
talking about.
love how you're just denying it.
Oh, really?
Did she say
Yeah,
she was
Am
denying
I?
it?
Oh, I never
you
denied that I knew
cheated.
him.
Let's
There he
see.
goes.
I
And
Yeah,
who
listen.
did you try to
Right
sleep
after
with,
Rebecca
Joey?
was born. Right after Rebecca was born.
Right after Rebecca was
You
born.
got sent to a mental facility called King's Daughters in Kentucky.
Okay,
After you got out,
and you know
you
what?
started hanging around across the street. Jimmy Collins is across the street on Walnut Street.
Oh,
Okay?
yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Yes,
Walnut Street.
outside sitting on the porch and talking,
Yeah.
whatever. You're so funny.
All right.
And if I
So
had to take care of
after
a
we
baby
moved out of there,
dad,
now listen, after we moved out,
Oh, don't worry. I'm gonna keep hitting the mute button so you can fucking talk. Go ahead, Mom.
oh, I just have to. He's
oh, you,
Nope. Nope.
okay. You think that
Yeah.
you're correct in all of everything. First of all, there's nothing wrong with talking to a person. You don't have to actually. Just because you're talking to a man does not mean you're sleeping with them. First of all, and there was never any proof about him being a pedophile. For one, I never saw any proof, and nobody could ever give it to me, ever. And there are many Jimmy Collinses, and he never, ever lived in Pennsylvania, ever. And you talk about pedophiles when the day before her first birthday, you were with 15-year-old Marie in Farley Square, and you were sitting down in my kitchen, knee to knee, with this 15-year-old girl when your mother came to pick me up. Do you remember that? And then sleeping with her over in Farley Square. You sure did. You can't deny it. You know you did it. Do you remember the shed?
I can't
The shed. Do you remember
I
the
can't
shed?
respond to you.
Do you remember the shed, Joe, that you used to hang
Answer.
out in?
Would you
You
let?
had a sheet hanging. You had a little.
Why are you muting me?
Because
Hey.
I want my mom to talk.
Yeah, nobody wants
You've
to hear
talked
you.
enough.
It's my turn now.
Um,
Okay, you want to go
She
after
just
my
asked me-
daughter? My daughter, because I raised her. You had nothing to do with it. Believe me, we don't want you to have anything to do with it. You literally bought her, let's see, a pair of shoes one time. You paid $21 in child support. That's it. I never went after that, and I should have, because you're a loser.
Deadbeat.
You know, I remained calm and I've kept my mouth shut. And you know, when I get angry, I'm not very fun. So I'm gonna go home before I get real pissed off.
Go right ahead, Mama.
Have fun in Georgia with your girlfriend and her pervert brother or whatever.
Her pedo brother,
You
yeah.
know, enjoy. I've got so many. Do you remember what I found in the shed? Do you remember the suitcase, the old suitcase that had the back ripped out? There was a secret compartment where you had all your Polaroids. Do you remember where you shot the Polaroids? Do you remember what I found? Do you remember getting called out on it? Do you remember all the freaking porn you did on those? Do you remember them? Oh my goodness, I can still picture to this day. Some of those shots were shots I would have never thought. My gosh, you were just experimenting. You were just experimenting, but you're going after me saying I was with child molester. Come on, dude. Come on. He's wasting my time. I love you, honey.
Good
That's his
job,
goat.
Bee's mom.
Yep, good job. That's his go-to, calling everybody a pedo.
Yep.
That's all he's got.
When he's with somebody whose brother is a pedo.
Yeah, took a ride from a pedo. And
Right.
and I'll be
The
quiet
good
after I
pedo
say
hunter,
this.
there was one right under his nose and he didn't even know it.
A 15-year-old girl.
Once he found out about the pedo, Andy, he didn't kick his ass like he always said he would.
Right.
You're a coward and a mooch.
Yeah, let's get back to the 15-year-old girl, Joe. What's up with that, Joe?
Yeah, let's hear him.
No, he's not going to unmute now, is he?
That's the boy you support, Earl.
because they keep muting me up. I couldn't even speak up in my defense.
She wasn't done.
Oh,
Now she's done.
well,
So go
okay.
ahead.
Now
Go ahead.
you all mute up and let me
Go ahead.
justify this. All right.
Justify. Okay,
This-
justify it, Joe.
This Marie, I don't even know. Only Marie that I know of is an adult, and I had a fling with her. And this is right away. I wasn't even with Christy, Christy then. So here's the thing: the girl that she's referring to was a friend that was a girlfriend of a friend. She came over waiting on him. I was sitting in the kitchen. She was sitting in the kitchen. I was talking to her. I wasn't touching her, doing anything out of sorts, out of the way. I was 18.
And she was
Now,
15.
whatever she's talking about, Polaroids, I have no idea what she's talking about when it comes down to
Of course
Polaroids.
not. Of
You're-
course
No,
not.
no, think of this.
course not.
No, listen to that. No, let me add. Okay, let's play this logic out. If all of this shit had happened, like she said, and she witnessed it, why did she not get a hold of the police department and turn me in? Bingo.
That doesn't mean it didn't happen, Joe.
That's right.
He rage quit.
She had a
Oh.
brand
Did you
new
hear his
baby,
voice? Did you
Joe.
hear his voice? How shaky it was?
Yeah.
What a
Maybe
difference,
Joey
huh?
You had to get to those Polaroids.
That's how
Yeah.
angry. Okay, look, that's how angry he gets my mother. He has always had this thing.
He's like a child. He's a freaking child.
He is.
He's never had maturity ever, and I am so calm. But there's something that Joe Wolf brings out in me. The second the man opens his mouth, he was like a baby, like taking care of a child. Literally, the reason I split with him, the reason I had him leave, the reason I didn't let him near my daughter anymore, was because he was mean. He was horribly mean to her. He would leave her locked in a room. The neighbors would be seeing her crying in the window, trying to get out, pounding on the walls and stuff. And I would find like filth everywhere in the room because he just would lock her in the room because I work midnight, so I'd only be able to like sleep and be up during the day before I left for work. And I go in there and stuff. And she would just be in filth. He was just like a child. Like literally, you had to baby him. You had to. I mean, I couldn't take it. I just could not take it. I could not take it. He brings out something in me that makes me like so angry. And maybe I shouldn't have said anything.
No,
It takes a lot to
glad
piss me
We
off.
love you,
I know
Mom.
that.
We
No,
love
you
you,
That's
Mom.
monkey.
No, you did
I'm
great.
lucky. I hear a lot about you guys. I've never spoke up. I've wanted to. I've kept my mouth shut.
She's wanted to.
I really have. There's many times I've wanted to say something. And he really does piss me off. Especially when he goes after a kid he didn't give a shit about forever. And then all of a sudden now he's like wanting to like pretend like he's never done anything for her.
We all know it, dear. We all know.
We all know. We all
He's
know.
not fooling anybody.
Well, I hope
And
not.
you know what he said? He said that, you know how he said that that I was dead to him at the age of 5? He said that out of,
dead to him at 3.
well, he said it out of his mouth. 90 has it on his channel.
Yep.
Somebody recorded it, and
It
90
was
has it on his channel.
It was on Earl's channel.
Yeah, he was on Earl's. He was on
Yeah.
Earl's panel.
5 days
And then
ago. or
he
something.
tried, a few days ago, he tried to clarify. He said, I never said that. I said you were out of my life at 5. No, you
No.
No, he
said
didn't
out of your
clarify it. He
mouth,
tried to lie
I
about
was-
it, B.
Right.
Right.
He tried to
He's
lie about it.
clarifying.
Clarify.
He tried to say that, and he said out of his mouth, the daughter I know was dead to me
Dead
at
to me
5
at
years
age
old.
5.
Exactly what he said.
Exactly what he said.
And Earl, if you don't mind, why don't you share that over here so we can, if you don't mind finding that for us.
Well,
Well, it's on my channel.
yeah, it's on
It's on
Brian's
90's channel.
channel.
Oh, okay.
The
I
guy
didn't know
that
that.
has the like swirl things. That's
Yeah.
I
that's
didn't know
Earl.
that.
But
I was going to say when that happened at Sherry's when he wasn't watching her.
yeah, go ahead. My mom wants to say something real
when
quick.
she was 5,
She wants
it
to
was
talk
the same month that I had my second child. She was at her mama's, and Joe was supposed to be watching her, and Joe leaves her up alone with her mama's boyfriend,
Mhm.
and something bad happened.
Mhm.
And the next day, I go to pick her up, and then she's complaining there's something wrong. And I find out he's been touching her. And Joe just sat in the room with his girlfriend, and and just didn't. And from that moment on, he has hated her guts.
Yep.
He's absolutely hated. And before that, it was his mother that cared about her.
Yep.
He would be around her and see her, but it was her mammal that took care of her when she was little.
Yep.
And then after that happened with the other boyfriend that Sherry had,
Yep.
David. I remember his name. Wendy, don't remind me. I know.
No, I know. I'm just saying his name.
Yeah, but after that happened, like for years, they didn't want nothing in the world to do with her.
Nope.
And that's really sad, but that is how it happened.
They both called me a liar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Joe's
nice.
been really ill the whole time I've known
Can I ask your mom one question?
Yeah, go ahead, TC.
Can I get your digits?
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God! I was just gonna say,
I
could
knew he
it
was
make
gonna
sure it's
fucking say
appropriate
that.
first, B?
He's an
I've been
ass.
waiting for-
Yeah.
He's an
I've
ass.
been
He
waiting
wants
forever
your
to
number.
say that.
That's fine.
He's married.
That's
He don't
fine.
need your
I'm
number.
not,
He knows I'm kidding.
That's just what he does.
If
Yes,
you need
it's
to
what-
talk, that's fine. Yeah, I know. Do you already have?
No. You're not. No, you're not giving out your number to TC.
Thanks,
No.
Mom, for popping in.
No problem. Sorry, I just about lost it because I just.
You're fine.
We love you.
You're welcome
I love you
anytime.
guys too. Thank you for being so good to my daughter.
Oh,
Hey,
absolutely.
Earl. Why I got you on the panel? Can I ask you a couple questions?
Well, sure. Go for it.
What was the email that you sent to Country Girl about me?
Huh? What?
That she sent me.
Who the fuck is
That-
Country Girl?
Country Gal, Storm's Country Gal.
Oh, you're talking about those two from. Oh, that's from what, Storm Hunter or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Why did you call me a two-faced bitch?
If I can be honest, I don't remember that email.
And second of all, why are you thinking that I'm using B? What have I done to use B?
Well, there's videos that I have, and it was at the beginning of, it wasn't just you, it was several of you. who
Well, I'm
were-
not asking about anybody else. I'm asking about me personally.
Right.
I don't
well,
care about what
if you
anybody
can
else
let me
did.
finish,
That's not
because
my
it
problem.
involves more than just you too. So there was several, including yourself, that were hounding on B. So when she came up, I believe, in my opinion, that she used her to get to Joe to get information. That was just how I perceived that.
Okay. First of all, there was only one video that I watched with anybody and joked about the way she ate. And
Mhm.
B knows this. And B
Okay.
and I had conversations when we first met. And I apologized for it and profusely. And B can verify this. I apologized profusely when I think it was the first or second time she was even on the panel.
Right.
We had private conversations in Discord about this. I love B like she's my daughter. And I think everybody in this chat and on this panel can confirm that.
I know that personally.
Well, right, and I had Bodaki.
I haven't used B. She's never been on one of my panels. She pops in my chat. She says hi on my, when I do a panel or a live stream. I've never asked her to come on a panel. I've never done anything to use her for anything. I love this child like she's one of my own.
What's your end game in all this, Earl?
Well, anyways, if I can finish my conversation with Flying Monkey, what was it, yesterday? I think it was yesterday, and Bodaki came in and shed a lot of light on a lot of things. Because I was going to show some videos, then I got to thinking, that just wouldn't be good. I don't want anyone to feel more worse than what they already have. So I didn't play them. But go ahead with your third question.
Well, that was pretty much it. I mean,
Okay.
I don't want you to think I'm using B. I don't do that shit. I'm not two-faced. I don't use people. That's just not who I am. period.
Okay.
I love B like my daughter, and I would do anything for her or her son. And I
And
have
I believe that.
supported B more than Joey ever has,
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
And I
whether it
believe that.
be emotional or financial.
And Z or Earl,
Right.
do you know what goes on behind the scenes? Do you realize that this is not the only place that
I do realize that. I know y'all
no,
have a
you
lot of
don't know that.
behind the scenes conversation, and that's what I was telling Bodaki. I know there's a lot of behind the scenes conversation, and that's good, and it shouldn't be all on YouTube.
So
Who are you to say it
it
shouldn't be
just
on YouTube?
doesn't come up, and it's all on here, and then we see her the next day.
I
It
was um stating on at the beginning, you know.
no, we like Monkey said,
Mhm.
we've all discussed and have apologized for anything we have showed, or as far as videos, or
Mhm.
the fart thing. And
Oh my God, I'm sorry. I didn't apologize for that because that was funny as shit. I'll
Well, I
never
think
apologize for
we even laughed
yeah,
that.
about that.
I think
And
we all thought that was funny.
technically in my defense, it was a burp, but I
Okay, well,
didn't
I
make
didn't
it
know.
sound like a burp. It just came out because I was trying to
Everybody
hold
was
it,
running
and it
with
came out sounding like a fart. So I understand it. I
That
left it
was
in there on
funny.
purpose. I left
That
it
was
in there on
funny.
purpose.
That was
everybody
funny.
was running with it, so we
Well, there's certain videos. Okay, the certain type of people that I was trying to get to at that point. There's people that like weird sounds like that, like things like that. There's people that actually enjoy that. So I was doing it to please them because I've had actual people email me and say, "Hey, can you add this to your videos when you do mukbangs?" So I left it in. Also, too, I didn't want to edit because I was, making it on
Tom's
my
tooth.
computer.
Tom's tooth. What men am I sneaking in where? I'd like to know. Please tell me. Please. Because if it's raining
Earl,
men, I want to know about it.
Earl, what was your end game in trying to? What were you trying to make everybody look bad, or?
that's what
Yep.
I want to know. That's what
Yep.
I want to know.
Not necessarily make anyone look bad per se. It
Mm-hmm.
was just to show what happened at the beginning. But as I was stating, I had that conversation with Bodaki, and he shed a light on a lot of things.
So you weren't thinking about that in the long run? That maybe things had changed since the first time she was on panel? Because
No,
that was what, about a year ago?
I just wasn't aware that she knew everything that was being said of her prior to her coming up on the panel.
Oh,
Oh
she
yeah.
does.
No, okay.
She does.
We
Okay.
have no
Let
clue.
me let me clarify something. Let me clarify something, Earl, okay? I came up originally because one, I wanted to show people that I wasn't just like Joey. I know that, I didn't want to be compared to him. I didn't want people to watch me or hate on me because I was his kid. Now, I didn't know fully about what. Okay, that freaked me out. Sorry. I was hearing shit out my window. It scared me. Um, I didn't know fully what was being said because I wasn't watching his channels. I wasn't on his TikTok. I wasn't on his Twitter or whatever the fuck he uses. I wasn't on any of those. I was keeping quiet because I wanted to keep quiet. I moved back down here where I live now. I moved down here for the sake of mine and my son's health. I had really bad health, really bad mental health and physical health living with Joey's mom. Okay. I didn't know anything really that he was saying until I came here. When I came here to address myself and show that I'm nothing like Joey, that's when I started hearing about it. I started kind of hearing about it gradually. And when I finally thought, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to address it tonight. I'm going to say what exactly happened because I've been wanting to. And the past several times that I've tried, the last time I had tried before I was able to actually do it now, I was at his mother's house. It was after he left. It was literally the night he left. It was the night he left. I came on to YouTube on my own stream and I started talking about Joe and I said, this is what's going on. This is what happened. He's a fucking asshole, blah, 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 you know?
Mhm.
And he called his mother. He's in my chat. He's in my chat. He's running his mouth, whatever. He calls my mother and threatens me with CPS, knowing damn well it's him, his mother, and his wife's fault that the house got the way it was before I even moved there. So he's threatening to call CPS on me, so I stopped. He said, you better stop or CPS is coming to the house tomorrow. So I stopped. He's still trying to this day to threaten me with CPS. I've got my own place. My son's got his own room, his own bed. We've got food. We've got plates and stuff to eat off of. My house is not dirty whatsoever. So and he's saying he's going to use all my old photos of his mother's house that has nothing to do with the house I'm in now. Right? It's irrelevant at this point. It is literally irrelevant. All those pictures are irrelevant. Yes, I owned up to my shit, but I did not. I said what I said in the beginning to piss him off because he had already pissed me off to a point where I was actually embarrassed. I came out and I told everybody verbatim what happened and why the room was the way that it was. I physically could not take care of it. I could not take care of myself. I was in an extreme depression. I had severe depression, okay? To the point where I couldn't walk for a minute to my van and back without being in so much fucking pain. So this whole him saying I tried to kill his mother shit is bullshit because that has never happened. Because if it did happen, I'd be where would I be sitting right now if that was true, right? I
believe you.
I never once tried to kill anybody, and the fact that he's going around still after it being several months and being over a year that I've lived with his mother, you know, it just doesn't make any sense. His logic just doesn't make any sense. And the fact that my own mother, and it shut him up. I don't know if anybody noticed that, but my mom coming up here shut him up completely because he is afraid of my mother. He knows damn well where my mom would put him. He knows damn well how she is when she gets angry. The shaking in her voice, she was pissed. She was very angry. I can tell because I know my mom. Me and her are the exact same way.
I
we are the
believe
exact same way.
Let me
believe what you
say
say.
this, Earl, and us joking around and maybe going a little hard in on B about the way she chews or
I
about
know I chew like a cow eating hay. Shit,
it's
Now,
funnier now, or about her farting on a video. I'm sorry,
that don't
but
bother
that
me.
is not anywhere near what Joey has said about her.
right.
Yep.
So maybe you're talking about the wrong people when
No,
it comes
hold
to
on.
that. Maybe you should be calling him out.
If I can cut you off just for a moment, though,
Sure.
because what I was referring to was before we came on panel. I'm talking about the videos before she came on
Right.
panel.
Right.
Okay. All right.
I get that. And nothing we said is as bad as saying my daughter was dead to me at 5,
Oh, I
or
agree.
keep throwing those pictures from a year ago in her
Literally
face, threatening to
about to be
call
2 years ago.
CPS. Um,
Yeah.
Do you realize
and
that
talking about her like she's a piece of shit, and that's his own daughter.
Do you realize he showed his penis to his own daughter on panel here?
He
I
did.
remember that.
Yeah, he did.
That's
He sure did.
disgusting.
He
See,
sure
now
did.
Earl,
So maybe
so-
you're
Earl.
barking up the wrong tree. Maybe you should start showing those kind of videos about
We-
Joe.
We don't have an obsession with Joe, but we respond.
God,
We
no.
respond
yeah,
to what
we
he
respond.
does because of the way he treats B.
Hmm.
He treats her extremely bad.
The man even told me on his own damn live stream on TikTok to go kill myself, basically. Told me to go die.
Mhm.
On his TikTok live stream, told me to go die. And then goes,
He's
oh,
told her
well,
to go kill herself.
That's
Yeah.
disgusting.
Okay,
That I didn't know.
Earl, put this in reference. You have a nephew, right?
No, a niece.
Or a niece. They're young, right?
Well, I have one niece. Yeah. and
Okay.
she's
Well, I'm
4
just
years
saying.
old.
You love to you've mentioned this before. You love to visit with them and you enjoy seeing them, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, just think about that. I'm a parent. We lots of people up here have parents and kids. When someone is doing something like this to somebody right next to me, I just can't fathom that. And then B has panic attacks.
Hmm.
Very bad
Because-
panic attacks.
that's part of PTSD.
Yep.
That's part of the
because
reason
of
why.
the way she's been treated and the way she gets talked to.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy, and then he comes on your panel just a couple days ago,
Hmm.
and we don't have an obsession with Joe, but we need to protect and stop the bullying and harassment by this guy. This is horrible the way he treats.
I agree with that, and I called him out on that, and that doesn't get mentioned, by the way.
But what did you say? You said it's unbelievable how they are
Treated her. Right.
Well,
I told Joe it's a dick move by what
You did
he
say that,
says about her, about B, about his
Yeah.
own daughter.
and it's horrible.
It is horrible.
I just can't imagine that what she's enduring in her mind, on a daily.
Wow, panic
Right.
attacks. What the fuck? Tom's tooth, shut the fuck up.
And
Probably Trumpy, be quiet.
that's I don't know if you've noticed, whenever he comes up here and B's up here, I'm up here in a heartbeat.
Yep.
Mhm.
I'm going to protect
Every
my
time.
bee. Period.
And I love you for that, monkey.
Earl, if you care about B so much and exposing everybody for things, send her some money and help her out.
Right? She'll put her cash out for you.
That would show real.
You know what?
real,
Just send it to TC. He'll take care of it.
Wait, you said okay? I'll do Cash App, but I'm not doing. the other
We're
one.
just kidding. We're
Well,
just
I-
kidding.
It's just a
I'm
joke.
joking.
Well,
I get accused all the time of freaking can't even put my-
E-begging. Oh, for fuck's sake.
e-begging. I'm not
That's
doing it.
ridiculous.
no, I think
There's nothing
everyone-
wrong with putting your PayPal out when you do content. I'm sorry. There's just not.
Right. Or Cash App. I mean, I just
I got another. I'm curious about another thing. What was it even your business to even wanting to fucking expose everybody?
Yeah.
What
is in my
Who?
business? Well, it's out there though. So,
So that makes it your business?
well,
If the answer is yes, then just say yes.
well,
but it's not relevant.
I thought it was relevant.
Well,
Trumpy
Earl.
thought it was relevant, didn't he?
Right. There you
Mm.
go.
Well,
Trumpy,
This was a
Trumpy has a
Trumpy.
lot to do with it.
Trumpy
Yeah.
has a lot of say so in trying to take my job. I wanted to ask you about that. I saw that in your
huh?
stream.
Oh, nice touch, Lisa.
What's that?
Right?
I may have missed it.
Okay, well, I've got a screenshot. Thanks to a lot of people that do care about harassment. Um,
I would have screenshots for you, but I don't watch Earl streams really. I get sent
well,
shit.
people send
Clips.
people. I think people send shit, and it gets they need to say send it to 90, and that's what happens. And
I get sent emails and screenshots of what's going on in clips.
Well, I'm
yeah,
sure
that's
you
what
do.
happened. I got a
Yeah.
screenshot, and
I don't watch it.
it was. I still have it, and
Love it,
it's
Lisa. Great hair. Glad you know how to use
Thank
a
you.
brush.
and Earl.
Right? I
It's
told
Trumpy.
you.
It's Trumpy saying, "I'm about." He said something along the lines of, "I'm about an inch away from giving somebody." I don't remember who he said. But
Oh, Rick Rude.
uh,
Okay, I know what comment you're talking about.
okay, that is that's against TOS. That's a threat. That's that's a different type of threat. But I've already reported that to my actually outside of YouTube. So if it does happen, this has got to stop.
I agree.
Let me address
Now,
something in the private chat real quick. Arguments make me cringe. If you're still listening, yes, I am B Sugar Mama. Absolutely. And we have plans to meet up,
No.
and I'm going to take her out drinking, and we're going to have a good
Would you?
time. So
That
yeah,
was my sister. I
I
think that
am
was
her
my.
sugar mama.
And
I
Z,
think
it's
that's my
not again.
sister.
You know,
That's not against the law. I can be her sugar mama. Sorry, proceed.
now let me make this clear. All right, I've been around Trumpy for a while. Like I speak with him, of course, in Discord. All right, I know when he's blowing hot air. Like a lot of people say a lot of shit. Maybe a lot of shit that gets close to that line. But it's the acting on it that is what's concerning. But just, and I'm not just trying to justify it by no means. I'm just explaining on how Trumpy is.
I know what
He
you're
says a
saying.
lot of shit, right? And it's untrue. He ain't gonna fucking give nobody
Well, it's
your
not.
information.
He's not going to affect anything other than open another can of worms. That it's not going to be
So
pretty on that side.
you
And it's
got
gonna,
look,
but it's not going to hurt me any.
and I see that he Trumpy trolls a lot. He fucking trolls me.
So, but he is using my son's face, and um, I don't know why he's getting off on my son. Um, he still has the accounts up. I do have the codes for those. The codes that can verify that he's using those accounts. So if he's told you he's taking those accounts down, he has not.
Which counts? The ones that's about your parents?
Um, I don't have those codes, but I have the ones about my son, about my son, two of my son accounts, and there's at least two of them on TikTok.
Oh well. Like I can only control
That's
what I
him.
can control. All right.
Well,
Well, that's why nobody likes you because
well,
you're Trumpy's
he's your
buddy.
top number one.
Well, you're too wishy-washy. You are too wishy-washy. Or you are too wishy-washy.
Just saying, I'm not. Nobody's. Your commander in chief, man, has got kids. And I'm gonna say kids because I've already checked into this. When he took the photos, that my son was a child at that point.
And
But
those are the photos you're showing on those mugs.
Oh yeah,
By the way.
My son is actually underage at that point.
All right.
That's
Well,
an underage photo. Yeah, I've already checked into this. It's illegal.
and well, I told you why I done that though.
That's pedophilia.
Well,
So.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter why you did it. You did it.
Yes.
That's a minor. I don't
Okay.
It's a minor
necessarily
in the
agree
photo.
with 90 showing that picture of you and your friend or your relative or whoever that was.
It's
That's one
family.
thing. Okay. That's an adult though. You have a minor on a mug that you're showing on your channel.
It's not being shown no more.
Okay, well,
neither is his picture, but I'm just pointing
That's
that
why
part out.
Okay, I wanted to be clear though. That is why I done that because of what 90 done. All right.
Okay. Well, I'm just pointing out I see a difference in what he showed and what you showed.
It's the principle.
No, it's not. No principle.
It's not the principle. That is a minor. If you want to take a picture of Not Now 90 and put it on a mug, that's one thing. If you want to take a picture of his minor child and put it on a mug and show it on your screen, that's different.
It doesn't matter.
If you would have showed a picture of Not Now 90 or say his sister, I don't know if he has a sister, don't know, don't care. That would have been the same as what he was doing. To me, what you did was put a minor on a mug and showed it for a long time on your screen. That's different to me. I don't know. Maybe other people won't see it the same way I do. I'm just saying the way I see it.
And now let me also say that he was also in a video that was made public on YouTube.
Doesn't matter.
It's still
He's still a minor. He's still a minor. You're an adult.
Well, then he was showing his minor son in a video on YouTube.
Okay, so TC has a video of his daughter on his YouTube channel. And
you downloaded
Rick
it
was jacking off, fake jacking off to his daughter. You didn't find that disgusting?
Really have to go through that. That was disgusting.
Okay.
What's the difference of
what's the difference
of you putting a mug of a minor picture of my son as a minor, and then as a
comparing something that's really disgusting that someone done?
Well, you don't know what people were doing to that kid's picture. You're putting it out there. You don't know what those people are doing to that kid's picture.
People are sick.
Earl saying,
but you had the video of
Earl saying because
if someone were to take that video and do their dirty thing to it.
Earl saying it's okay what he did because 90 put it out there. Earl says it's okay that he does it. Earl, you're a piece of shit.
Sorry.
Put a fucking minor out there.
That's not the way things work.
That's fucked up, man. Just admit you were wrong. Christ almighty. For putting a minor up.
No.
And apologize for it instead of making excuses. Oh, because of 90 did. Fuck that, man. Be a man.
I want an apology from 90.
For what? I took it down. We've already discussed it.
It wasn't a minor.
Or you're comparing apples to oranges as far as I'm concerned.
Well, no, you're comparing apples to oranges whenever you have something about Rick Crew doing some nasty shit to TC's daughter. That's fucking disgusting. Get out of here.
I think you're missing my point. I think you're missing my point.
He's not missing it. He's trying to fucking go around it. He knows what he did is wrong, and he won't admit to it. Earl, apologize for it.
It's wrong for what 90 done.
Earl.
Admit to that.
It's
if we can both admit that
Okay.
we're wrong,
Where did that photo come from? Because it's not on my YouTube channel.
It was on.
Right,
It was
exactly.
on your. Hold on. Can I
So
answer
your
this?
argument just went totally by
No.
the wayside there.
Can I?
It
Can
just
I
went
answer? Can I answer? Can I
blew
answer?
up.
Yeah,
I
answer.
Can I please answer? That came from your channel, BF. I don't want to say your name.
Yep,
But
because
starts with
it
F
was a private channel.
and starts. Okay, you know which one I'm talking about.
Yeah, it was private.
It's a private channel,
But
though.
it was not private before you made it private.
Oh, so you were looking for children.
How does that make it okay?
You're looking for children.
Now you're
How does
throwing
that?
in extra. Now
That's
you're
not
throwing in
extra.
extra.
Okay.
Why?
Okay. So, okay. Question.
I got that.
So
Question.
I have a no. I
How
have a
does
really
him?
important. I
How
have a
does
real
him
important question,
having?
B.
One at a time,
I have a
people.
real important question. How old was he when you made that
Go ahead.
channel private?
My son was anywhere from 8 years old. No. Let me. I'm
When
gonna
you
say
made it private, how
made it
old was he?
private. He was 16 at most.
Oh, so now he's at most 16 that you're showing on his channel, on your channel, or
Because I never used it after that.
Still a
Because I
kid.
yeah, it was totally. I had privacy settings and everything.
But
I
you
don't know
made the
how.
video was public before you made it private, right?
and you
Right.
made
But
it
how
private
does
when the
that?
kid
How
was
does a?
16.
Right. And how does a? How? Okay. How does it make it right? Just because his son may have had, there might have been a private account with his son's face on. How does that? How does that make it okay for Trumpy to go around using a minor at the time space?
I can't.
He's
Everyone Trumpy
parading.
do it
He's
together.
parading. He's parading a minor's photo on several different accounts, and you are fighting against it, being like, well, oh well, 90 put the picture out there, the video was out there, so everybody's allowed to use it.
I
Not
can't.
if they were a minor.
I can't speak for Trumpy.
Of course
See,
not.
that's the thing. You're trying to speak for
not.
Trumpy, though.
No, I'm not. I am
You're
not. I'm speaking for
justifying. You're
myself.
trying to
I'm not.
justify.
I'm
Hold
not
Okay.
on.
speaking for
Hold
Trumpy
on.
at all. I
Hold
will only
on.
speak for what
Hold
I do,
on,
not for
girl.
what
Hold
Trumpy
on.
does. I
Chill
speak
out.
for me.
Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Hold on a
Yes.
second. Hold on. You are justifying him using that photo
No, I'm not.
because there was a video with that photo or that scene in it, period, right? You're
You're bringing
justifying
Trumpy
it,
into this,
but
and
yet
he
you're
has nothing to
saying,
do with this.
hold on,
No, you hold on.
you're saying,
Trumpy has nothing to do with this, so let's eliminate Trumpy from this equation.
You and Trump are in private, fucking can go out, get together and say, hey, let's do this. Come on, admit
I've
that,
got
Earl.
one thing to say. I've got one thing to say. That it's against TOS to download other people's children and reuse it. Other people's children. Yes, it is. It's against TOS.
Okay.
Without their permission, that you need somebody else's permission to use somebody else's content on YouTube.
Content.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be
A
specifically
minor
a
child.
quote unquote child either, though.
A
That's just
minor.
anything.
That's actually specified in TOS as well.
Yes, it is. That's illegal. And that's also illegal.
Earl, did you use that picture because you like looking at it?
No.
Oh, okay.
You violated TOS, and you also committed a crime.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know. This is it's plain and simple. It's. I've already looked into this. I've already talked to I've already had email exchanges with YouTube.
All right. I'm not putting that
If
out
I
there
can
anymore.
prove my son was a minor child at that age, your channel down, buddy. I'm just saying.
All right.
Yeah, if you could
Well-
provide the picture to YouTube and the date.
If I can get the date off of that picture, then and my son's my son's driver's license, it's over. I'm just saying that's all.
All right, 90. Okay.
So
Look,
I'm sick
how
of this
about
shit.
how about we reach this conclusion? Earl will not use your child's picture.
He needs to
Earl will
delete it.
not allow Trumpy to use your child's picture.
look.
That's
Okay.
what I.
And
that's
you
what,
will not use any pictures of Earl's family members.
That's what I agreed upon. I've already deleted it.
Then why are we having this discussion if that's already been agreed upon?
Because you put a child on there is a big difference.
And I wanted you to understand that it is.
That's a fucking low life move right there.
Okay.
And what
Well, I
You
guess
know it.
we'll
You
look.
know it is. You know
and
it
the
is.
picture that Trumpy is using, he is using a minor child because that is the same picture that you used.
All right.
And he gets all that from Joey. Joey taught him all that shit.
Hold on, TC. Now, 90, let me make this clear, though. Oh, and I hope this is what you're referring to. If Trumpy comes to my channel, and if he were to use that, okay, I block it. I've already done that a couple of times. All right. Now, however, I can't control what he does on this tiki-taki stuff.
I understand that.
Okay.
I'm just telling you all I'm just referring to is you understand who you have and who you are, rooting for in your court, right?
Rooting for.
Well, you know you're
I
dead
don't
with
know.
Trumpy.
You guys, I don't know if he's rooting for Trumpy. Come on now. Let's
Well,
not get crazy.
They're in bed together. They conspire
No.
privately to piss off 90. They do it. Earl, you could admit it. Yeah, I mean, it's true. They do it.
If it
You
were
won't-
true, but it's not. I mean,
you know
you're
what?
making
I don't
up-
know who this person is, but you know what? I don't show Chrissy with her kids, even though that's not that because that's not. I don't show. There's pictures of her with her kids. I don't show pictures of her and her kids.
No, 90's not like that at all. Fuck that.
There's never been pictures of Chrissy's kids shown here.
No. No, not once.
No
They're
kids.
all, they're all over Facebook, but there's no reason to show those. They're not involved.
Right.
No.
We need to leave the kids out of it, period.
Right.
They don't have anything to do with this. This
The
is
whole
adult
time that
stuff.
I've been on joining in on the panel, I haven't seen one child. Not one.
Oh, just yours.
Well, just mine, but but you know,
Sorry.
like you haven't been, you know what I mean.
Mine's never actually been shown.
No.
Right.
Like you never really bullied any child on here, is what I'm saying. Not even mine. Like calling her a Skywatch. Well, we were all pissed off at each other at the time, so we're gonna
and
say
no,
things
look,
that will
in
piss
our
off the other
defense-
party, right? Like
In our defense, that quick picture, we couldn't tell it was a child.
I couldn't. I didn't even know.
You couldn't
Right?
even tell it was a child. That picture was so fuzzy. It was like, what?
Everybody
And then it was
just
kind of
ran
a
with
running
it.
joke. And then we knew it
Yeah.
pissed Joey off. So we went with it, to be
That's all-
honest.
yeah,
It wasn't
Right.
even
And-
aimed. It wasn't
it
aimed
wasn't
at
aimed
your
at
kid.
me.
No,
No,
it wasn't
I
aimed
was-
at your kid
No.
or you. It was aimed at Joey because it pissed him off
Yeah.
so bad. It was funny.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then he
I've
came up
realized
saying-
that.
But yeah, he came up saying, "How's Sasquatch?" He said it
Right.
to her.
Yeah, right?
Because she was on stream. So I thought that bothered you so bad, Joey. But yeah, you just did the same damn thing.
But then he
Well,
he
all
tried
I can say to
justify it.
that is, my child eats well.
Maybe
My
she
daughter
is a
eats well.
Sasquatch.
Well,
And
you
you
Oh,
know
she
what? In
she
Canada,
eats
it's
healthy,
cold.
right?
If she has all the
Yeah.
extra hair, God bless her. She's
Oh,
going to
I
need it
cut her
living
hair
in
short.
Canada.
no
It was
one's
getting in her face and stuff, so I had to cut it for her.
Lisa. No one saw her.
We
No,
didn't
I
even
know.
see her.
Just
Literally, we saw
it was a
all we saw really was a shadow of like hair. That's all we seen. That's
it
all
was
we
Right.
just a
had seen.
shadow. To be
She came.
honest,
She was in and out real quick. Like we couldn't really see her. So the fact that Joey's trying
I
to
have
throw the
since,
was trying to throw the narrative out there that we were making fun of
yeah.
the child. We didn't even see the child. We didn't see
No,
her.
I
We didn't
I
see her.
rewatched that stream a while ago, and yeah, you only see her hair. That's it.
That's it.
You just see a
Yeah.
head and a hair, but you don't see anything else.
Right.
right?
I
Yeah.
We
pushed her
thought it
out
was
of
an
like,
adult. I mean,
right? Like,
seriously.
but,
Okay, now Earl, are we cool on the pictures and shit?
That's what I want to be sure of.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good on it.
The mug thing, I never made that public. I actually went in there and said don't or not post it or whatever. Now my question is, do you know how to close that shit? Because I don't even know how to delete that, like the whole store thing.
I
There's
don't
not
know.
even an option.
I honestly don't.
I don't think you
I
can delete the store once you start it.
I went in and removed what you asked me to remove, and I don't. Well, I have other things that I'm doing, but it's not have nothing to do with pictures. So, well, a couple. I'm not gonna lie. 'Cause there's a couple pictures, but they're nothing to do with you.
All right.
Um, it was just
And it's
off
all
the
set on private too. So
Yeah, this
yeah,
is set on private. What I have.
right. So if it's set on private, then just don't worry about it. They'll if I think after
I was going to say that. Yeah.
a
I think
while,
after, I think it's after 60 days they drop off if
if you
nobody
don't,
orders
if
shit.
there's no activity, you just
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I'll look into it. I'll try to see what I can do to
I'm
you
sure
know.
there's a contact way to do it.
Trust me, that
If you go on the website,
that
I'm sure
website
there's a
is
contact us option.
confusing as hell, and I mean, it's not really user friendly, but
I've figured that out real quick.
yeah,
But anyway, yeah, I 90. I'm gonna delete it. My intent was never to even publicize or sell them or anything. That was just to say, hey, look, stop doing what you're doing. That was my whole intent. Nothing more than that.
okay. Well, I did what I told you what I did, and I did. So I got rid of that picture um, of your, you and your family member and the
All right.
store item.
So we're clear on that.
Yeah, we're good on that. No
All right.
big deal. Yeah, it's over.
Are me and you cool, flying monkey?
Absolutely.
All right, cool.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yep, we're
And
good.
You need to tell Verbal Kent not stop being such a snowflake. Yeah, there you go.
verbal can't. That's another whole nother thing.
That's a whole nother animal.
Yes.
Verbal Ken can do what Verbal Ken does. I don't have a problem with
I don't
Verbal
have. I
Ken.
really don't have anything. He's just. I just never saw this side of him before.
I think it's funny the way he goes after TC personally.
And TC does too.
But I wish he could come up here and let somebody else speak. That would be nice.
Yeah, that was kind of a shit
Oh,
show.
and are me and you cool, B?
Oh yeah, yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Yeah, no
And I'm
hard
sorry,
feelings towards you at all, Z. Earl.
Scott
Sorry.
or Lisa. I've never spoken to you, but I hope you're cool with me. I don't know.
I don't have an issue with you
Absolutely
yet.
not.
Um,
Okay.
Oh,
Just kidding.
I think we all have one thing in common on here. We all fucking think Joe's a big pile of fucking stinky, smelly shit.
Like I
Oh,
said
yeah.
to the fuckwit when I
Yeah.
was talking to him, right?
I just love.
I
I just love. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead, Scott. Sorry.
I don't normally speak when he's on because I'm not going to lie myself to his level. B has personal details with him. She goes nuts, and that's fine, right? Anyone with a dog in the race, go at it. I don't normally, but as soon as he said he's a better father than anyone up on the panel,
Oh my
I took
God.
umbrage to that.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mm.
that was fucking ridiculous, Scott. I was
Yeah.
so pissed. And the
Oh,
only
yeah,
reason
that
I
was-
go after him is because I'm a mama bear when it comes to B.
And
Yeah,
and,
see, you,
Talk
you,
about
you
having
go in the race.
delusions.
and see, me and B have plans to meet, and
Very,
I
and
mean, really, seriously, it's not a joke.
14
I'm
children.
so
we
excited.
actually.
I am so
mean-
excited for this. Okay,
I know, right?
Gunner
not-
is gonna officiate, right?
Is
Huh?
the
He
marriage going to
has
be
a
live?
bow tie and everything, you guys.
Oh,
I will order him a black
The dog,
robe
yes,
if I
your,
have
your
to.
dog is still going to be the minister. He's
Okay.
still going to
And
be
he
the one
and he
that.
gets to check your blood sugar too.
Yeah.
Oh,
'Cause he'll
yeah.
be really upset if he doesn't get to check blood sugar.
You know what? I like that because I do not like pricking my finger, and I really need to know if my blood sugar.
No,
is
because
off.
you normally prick your bumhole.
Well, no, he'll sniff that, but that's not for blood sugar.
That's something else. Oh,
That's something else. That's
to
for
get,
like
that's to get to
hypo.
know you.
That's like for hypothyroidism or something.
God.
But
wow,
yeah,
that's
That's
amazing.
That's to
he's
check
he's
your colon.
multi-talented.
That's to make sure your colon is fine.
No,
Right.
Colon is
Right.
hypothyroidism. I can get. I would have to spend a mint just to go to the doctor to check my thyroid.
Right. Gunner does
But
it
no.
for free.
You know how,
I'm sorry,
what
Earl.
I
Do you
really,
know what we're talking about? You probably don't even know what we're talking about, do you?
Oh, my bad. No, I wasn't listening. My bad.
Oh, sorry. My dog, he is registered as a service dog. He's not such a great service dog, but he's really cute. Um, and he's also a registered he's also an ordained minister. So when
do that for anybody.
Life of B and 90 get married, my dog Gunner, he's a golden retriever. He's very cute. You should check my channel out. His video is on there. He is going to marry them, and because Lady Di says that her dog checks her sugar by licking
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
He's a pro at that because he licks all the time. So he's checking everybody's blood sugar. So while he's marrying them, he's also going to check their blood sugar. And when he sniffs their asses, he's checking for hypothyroidism.
That dog wears many hats.
He does. He's amazing dog. He's absolutely useless except for when his ball runs under the couch and he has to bark at it. But if he actually has to be a service dog, I'm sure he'd be great at it. For his ball, anyway.
That's
Oh,
funny.
and he can catch a frisbee like a mother.
Very talented.
He is. He is very talented,
Like a
just
jack
not
of all
in the
trades.
service dog part of it. But he is registered.
Oh, you
You know,
found out
one
that.
thing Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say that she found out that people on YouTube love dog and animal videos.
I sure did. Ever since I made my new channel, you guys, this is fucking amazing. I've got one short video on there. I think it's 30 seconds
Yeah, something like that.
of my dogs running around the backyard. It's got over 1,000 views.
People love
Wow.
that shit. They just do.
I'm like, what the fuck? I'm going to start uploading videos of my dumbass dogs every day.
Yeah, people like that. People love dogs and cats and stuff like that videos.
Oh my
And
God, it's crazy to me. I mean, it's like 30 seconds. I mean, I think about all the hours I spent doing lives and only got like 300, 400 views. This
right,
one's got like 1,000. All I did was stand there and videotape them while they were going potty. I mean, come on now.
yeah, people will share it out. People will share it out, and then it'll get into the pool where people are like starting to, you know, really it'll start getting mentioned or whatever they
I'm
call
gonna so start videotaping him because this dog is nuts and he has the best facial expressions. You can tell exactly what this dog is thinking by the look on his face.
Or even if it's thinking.
Right? Well, that
it.
happens every once in a while.
Plus, it's a beautiful dog. The dogs. So people love those type of. You have a
Oh my
golden
God.
retriever. Yeah, people love that. So
Oh,
I'm a
oh
dog
yeah.
person.
you might have to change the name of your channel to something dog
Oh
related
my
by the
God,
time.
right? Golden
Uh,
retrievers are us or something. I don't know. I'm talking about getting
Oh,
another one, and my husband is not happy.
You could call your channel "Having Dogs is Rough."
Right? There you go. Wait till this summer when I get his pool out. He's playing in his pool. Oh my God, those videos are going viral. I can feel it because that
you'll be
dog's
up
a
to
nut.
you'll be up to 1,000 subscribers.
Oh my God. That dog's a nut in his pool. I just think it's crazy. To me, it's crazy. I uploaded a 30-second video with 1,000 views. I'm like, I was wasting my time that entire time. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
And
yeah,
remember, if you want to get more views and don't have a pet, borrow your neighbor's animal.
That's right. Start videotaping your neighbors or their kids.
Well, yeah,
Well, you're
Just
not
call them
shouting.
dogs. I don't know.
borrowing your neighbor's kids though can lead to kidnapping charges. So you
Uh,
got to be careful how you do it.
there
Oh,
you go, Pookie. Pookie says flying retriever 1. There you go.
that's cool.
People love golden retrievers. I
They
don't know
do.
why.
I just think they're the neatest dog.
Oh my
And
God, they are the best dog. They're so
If
cute.
if you've got a golden retriever that doesn't fetch, is it just a golden retriever?
Yep. Yep, it's just a golden. It's a useless dog. If it I but I've never had a golden retriever that doesn't retrieve everything. My
right.
dog retrieves everything. If I leave something sitting on the table, it will retrieve it. If I leave it sitting on the table and I go in the kitchen, he brings it to me. If I set it down, I go in the kitchen, he brings it to me like I needed it.
Well, he's not sure about that shit. It's better be safe than sorry.
Yeah, but you know what? You know what though, Scott? He does it for a reason. He wants a treat.
Ah, well,
Sometimes you
He's
train
got
them.
motives.
as you do.
My husband lets him out every morning at 4 a.m. before he goes to work, right? My golden retriever meets him at the door when he comes back in with the second dog with my glasses because he knows he's going to have to get something to get to give the glasses up, right? He's not going to give the glasses up unless you give him something. So he meets him at the door with my glasses every morning. You would think I would be smart and put them up, right? Well, I do. I put them up on the kitchen table. I'll put them up on the counter. I put them up on my mantle. He gets them down. He finds them every morning. The dog is too smart for his own good. If you say the word rawhide, this dog loses his mind for rawhide.
Oh,
He
okay.
he will sit and bark at you until you get up and go get him one.
Hmm.
He speaks English, perfect English.
See, you got to make some videos of that, and people are just they're gonna
I
get
know.
they're gonna start subscribing to your channel and wanting to see more stuff like all the time. You
I
know,
know,
then
right?
you're gonna be known as the Golden Retriever channel.
Well, I'm not sure I want to do that because then I'll be expected to do that. And I'm just kind of lazy when it comes to YouTube. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
a hobby. It's not my life, you know?
Well, I know.
Yeah,
I mean,
whatever.
just if you want to do something that would attract people, because people, I don't know.
I'm just lazy when it comes to YouTube. It's not my life. It's just kind of like I do it for fun. I don't want to be expected to do anything on YouTube.
Yeah.
But yeah, they love that golden shit, boy. I'm gonna have to do more stuff on him when I'm out there with him. When I'm throwing his frisbee and stuff. That'd be good. Some good video.
Yeah, just make people like those shorts for some reason.
Yeah, they do because they're quick.
They're
People
quick.
don't have a whole lot of time to sit around and watch fucking 5-hour streams, 90.
Yeah, I know. 5-hour streams.
I do have a question for you, Flame Monkey.
Sure.
What happened to your other channel? I just heard bits and pieces of what happened.
Oh fuck. May Flying Monkey 1 rest in peace. I got involved with a really shady YouTuber who I befriended, and he was asking me to play his videos on my live streams, and I did. And then he jumped in one of my chats or in one of my live streams and dropped that this guy was a predator. And I didn't know who it was. And I said, oh, okay. So then 10 minutes later, I started getting messages, DM messages, and a bunch of evidence that this guy's not a predator, that this other guy has been going after him for a year, and basically defaming him. So then the other channel that accused the guy of being a predator showed up in one of my chats, and I said, hey, why don't you come up on panel? And he could see who was in my chat, obviously. And the other guy was in my chat. And so I said, why don't you come on panel? I got some questions for you. And I said, and I had told him, and he had been messaging me and stuff on Facebook and asking me for money and shit. And I ignored his messages. And then he came on my panel and I said, hey, you know, you're accusing this guy of being a pedophile. Do you have receipts? Well, then the other guy came up on panel. And so then he said he was ambushed. And so he started copyright striking me for everything he said he asked me to play on my panel.
Wow.
And so my channel got taken down.
So it sounds like you got set up.
I did get set up.
Yeah.
Well,
He didn't ask me to take it down. He didn't ask me to do it. Because if he would have, I would have.
I thought you get an email telling you have like a time window to take it down.
Nope.
Wow.
Nope. I didn't get an email saying I had time. I could fight the copyright claim, which I did, but we all know that they don't actually review those because I showed evidence. I put the timestamps in there of when he asked me to play it and stuff, and actual video evidence of him saying on his channel to play it. Go ahead and use it. They didn't look at any of that. None of it.
right.
They just went and just went wham, like 1, 2, 3 strikes at your channel
Yep.
was gone.
Oh, he gave me 7.
Right.
Damn.
He gave me 7. Everything that I played on my channel that he asked me to play or gave me permission to play, he copyright struck me for,
Wow.
even though I had privated it.
Oh, although you put it on private. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
it doesn't matter.
And
That's fucked
yeah,
up.
Yeah, I got set up. Yeah, I got fucked. I got
Yeah.
fucked.
That was a
And
definite
then
setup.
on my Dragonfly channel, which didn't matter because it was connected by email to Flying Monkey, so that got yeeted too. But he TOS striked me because I said his actual name. However, his channel name had his last name in it.
Hmm.
And he refers to himself when he comes on panel, introduces himself, or he's doing a video. His wife calls him by his first name, and his in his about section, he's got his Facebook and he's got his Instagram linked, and they have his government name on there.
Mm.
But he TOS striked me for that.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep. So that's what happened to those channels. Yeah, I got set up. He set
Yeah.
me up. He didn't
Yeah.
ask me to take it down. I would have taken it down. I mean, every one of those videos that he asked me to play was like 2 minutes. I could have edited it out. It wasn't a big
Right.
deal. You know what I mean?
He did that on purpose.
Yeah, he did. Because he was butthurt because he got called out because I had the guy he was calling a pedo. I had his criminal record. This guy actually doxed himself to give me all his information so I could look him up and had all his information. And I knew he wasn't. I was getting messages as soon as he said that about this guy. I was getting messages like crazy about this other person that said he was a pedo. So I already knew he wasn't. So I wanted him to come up and show some receipts. You know, if you're going to say that, you're going to drop that bomb about somebody being a pedo on my channel, you're going to back that shit up.
Right.
Because that's a heavy accusation. It's not like
Right.
he said, this guy lied about clipping his nails on Thursday and he did it on Friday. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's a heavy accusation. I take that shit seriously, especially on my channel. And yeah, I asked him to come up and show some receipts, and that's what I got for it. And he said he was mad because I muted him. I muted him because his wife was screaming in the background or talking to somebody in the background, and you couldn't understand what was actually trying to be said. So I muted him and I said, Chris, I can't understand you. I'm going to mute you. Mandy's talking in the background. And then he said I muted him like 3 times. No, I muted him once. And he said he didn't get to talk. Well, he had every opportunity. Unfortunately, the stream is down now, and I replayed that stream where he was up there. And you could hear him talking. He talked. So I don't know what the problem was. He got pissed off at me because I asked him for receipts, is what the problem was.
Right. Yeah.
Well, sorry that happened. That's fucked up.
It is fucked up, but it's life. You know, it's
Yeah.
YouTube. What the
It's
fuck?
YouTube.
You know, I just started a new channel. Big fucking deal. Like I said, YouTube isn't my life.
Right.
I think that's how it is for everyone here.
Right.
I mean, specifically on this panel.
Right. It's whatever.
It's just for fun.
Right.
Right.
I wasn't monetized. I mean, I never planned to be monetized. It's not like it's a huge it sucks the way it happened. But now I know. Now I know.
Kind of like a learning lesson.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Live, you learn.
Yep. And I've got bigger issues that I'm dealing with right now than that bullshit. So
I think everybody's got bigger issues than.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I got shit going on in my outside YouTube live.
Right.
Well, I was gone for so long, streaming.
Right.
Everybody's got stuff going on. If they don't, I mean, come on, gas prices are out of control, or can barely afford to buy anything anywhere.
Oh my
I
God.
don't know if
That
you want to
ain't
get
no
on that
joke.
soapbox.
Right.
That ain't no joke, though. I mean,
Yeah.
It's a joke. Yeah.
oh my God.
Well, it could be a lot
I
worse.
went,
California paying almost $8.
That's just ridiculous.
I paid $5.49 the other day a gallon. I was like, fuck.
What did you hear? Did you hear? We might get $100 a month from Biden.
Oh, I
That
didn't
ain't
hear
going to
about
help me too
Biden.
much, but that's okay.
Well, they're trying to put a gas stimulus bill through.
Wow.
$100 a month for each person for the rest of the year.
Please.
Right?
Okay,
See,
first,
you guys
go ahead.
in the States have it easy because you guys have a stockpile of fuel. We in Australia don't. We have to buy it in. So your government could just release some of that stockpile and fuel prices would drop. Whereas we don't, we can't do that. We do have um, oil wells and stuff, but we don't have processing facilities.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Oh, I'll be right back.
All right.
I guess I better mute. My toilet's loud, so.
Okay, yeah, we don't want to hear plenty of that on TC.
Can I
Scott,
just
that works to an extent if they open up the reserves. However, where I live, the county and the state tax on gasoline is out of control.
Right.
So it's only going to reduce mine by about 10 cents a gallon.
Yep.
In Australia, Section 54 of the Constitution states that whatever the federal government has, the states can't have. Well, that's paraphrasing, but basically the whole thing deals with if the federal government has an army, so therefore the state governments can't have one. Now, the way that works, because we pay a federal fuel tax, but we also pay a state excise. Now, a tax by any other name is still a tax. So should not Section 54 of the Constitution cover that? You see what I'm saying?
I don't know what he just said, so.
It went slightly over my head, but only because I was reading something and I was trying to process what somebody said in the chat. And
So you have a federal tax and a state excise tax.
Yes.
Okay.
But we have there's a section in the Constitution that forbids the state governments from having anything that the federal governments have. Right?
Oh, we don't have that.
Well, here it prohibits, like, the federal government has an army, so the states can't have an army. Right? It's not strictly forbidden in the Constitution, but Section 54 makes it illegal.
so Section 54 makes it illegal for them to tax.
If the federal government has a tax, the states, by reading Section 54, should mean that the states can't have one.
Well,
our states tax us.
Oh, they break the Constitution over here all the time. There must be something in the law in that.
Well, we have the federal government and we also have state government, and state overrules the individual state. That's different from the overall government, though. It's federal government.
See,
Right.
Just like my
doesn't make
dad,
sense to me.
my dad had a job with the federal government, but it was at a state level, meaning his major boss was the federal government. However, the state overruled his position. He was a highway engineer for the states, meaning he worked as a federal employee, but he could be moved from state to state as a federal employee under the state. So if he worked in
Yeah.
Illinois, he was under Illinois. If he worked for Wisconsin, he was under Wisconsin. Wisconsin W dot. Illinois is I dot. It's separate, but under the same I guess you would say umbrella. You see what I'm saying? And that's the way the government works here. You've got your federal government, and then you've got all of the states have their separate umbrellas under the federal
Right.
government.
Exactly.
Does that make sense, 90? When it comes to
Absolutely.
laws and stuff, we
Yeah,
all have
every state has its own individual state
taxes, and
government
even every
taxes.
county in the state has different taxes.
And it
So
even
not
gets more
only do you pay
complicated.
state, you pay federal taxes, state taxes, and county taxes, depending on what county
And
you're in.
it can get even more complicated when you live. I gotta mute him. It can get even more.
Does that make sense, Scott?
Yes,
We
and
have-
no. Like it makes sense the way you said it, but it means that the
Everybody
federal
wants a
government-
piece of the pie in the United States.
No, of course.
The federal government wants their cut, the state wants their cut, and the county wants their cut.
It means the overall, the whole country has its own tax, but
Right.
wherever you're buying, for instance, petrol or gas, if you buy it in Kansas or you're buying it in Texas, you're paying a tax there.
Different
Separately.
taxes.
Because
It's called a sales tax.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, we have
And
a
then
GST here.
some states don't have an income tax. like
Florida doesn't
Tennessee.
have it.
Yeah,
Florida doesn't
Tennessee-
have
State doesn't.
Texas doesn't have it.
Tennessee
no state
doesn't
tax
have
in Florida.
Tennessee doesn't have an income tax. However, their sales tax is higher than the tax that I would pay for sales, but I have an income tax in my state. Bye,
Rage
Earl.
quit. Earl Rage quit.
But we have an income tax. Some states don't have income tax, but they have a higher sales tax. Welcome back, Earl.
Hello.
So we have the government tax, which is known as your federal income tax, federal income tax. And then depending on where you live, you'll pay either a income tax, and a sales tax. We pay everything in Illinois. They want their money here in Illinois. They want their sales tax. They want their income tax. They want a fuck you. I don't care if you're sleeping tax. They want I want the air you breathe tax.
Scott, that's why, sorry, Monkey, that's why in Palm Beach, you have, that's the richest, more money in Palm Beach in all the fucking country because there's no sales tax.
Right.
Or there's no state tax. I'm sorry, state tax.
I get you. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, and you'll find that in some cities you'll pay like income tax, but you'll also pay a city tax.
Yep.
You'll have, especially in the bigger cities. I'm sure Chicago had it. I know when I was working in Kansas City, I was looking at all these different taxes. I was like 1% earnings tax, Kansas City, Missouri. I'm like, what the fuck?
Right.
But I don't have any of that here where I work in Austin. I just have a federal income tax that comes out, and that's it.
And then if you own your own home, you pay a tax on your home every year.
You gotta pay tax on your car, on your vehicle.
On your
every year.
vehicles. Yep. We pay taxes on everything.
Everything.
Which kind of makes a mockery of that whole land of the free thing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. No, you pay to live in the land of the free, trust me. I
Oh
mean,
yes.
I don't know about you guys in Texas, but even to just drive on our roads, we pay taxes for that. Um, we pay taxes for everything.
Well,
Everything.
we don't hear unless you're doing on a toll, but
Well, that's a
um,
tax.
yeah, and sometimes you don't even know if you're on the damn goddamn toll.
Right.
And it's like, what the fuck? I just saw a flash. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh shit! I'm on the wrong fucking lane.
Right.
They do that. They make this extra lane, HOV lane. So they get you. They get you in so many ways.
And our gas tax, I mean, I don't know. 90, we have a county gas tax and we have a state gas tax, meaning they're both taxing us to buy gas.
I'm not sure in Texas about the
For
county.
every dollar that we spend on gas here, 30 cents of it is going to taxes.
Shit.
God.
So
The
unless they
government,
remove that tax, releasing any gas to our part of the country in Illinois is really not going to lower our prices very much.
Right.
You see what I'm saying, Scott?
Yep.
Every 30 cents on the dollar goes to taxes here.
Do you guys have a tax free threshold?
No. No.
Oh, good.
No.
We have a tax free threshold, which means that until you earn $18,000 a year,
Oh.
you don't pay tax.
Oh,
What?
here. Yeah, I think it's $15,000 in the United States.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, I think
After
it's
that,
15,000.
it's a sliding scale, of course, once you go up until you become rich and then you don't pay tax at all.
My
But
daughter-in-law, she didn't earn $15,000, but our government is fantastic when it comes to that kind of stuff, because if you don't earn $15,000 a year and you file taxes, you still get a refund.
Yes. Right. Correct.
Don't ask me why.
I'd just like to comment on Arbe Jones. And says we better not take Russia's side. Well, until I get some actual facts out of this instead of media bullshit, I'm not taking a side.
Right.
Should Russia be there? No. That's as far as I'm going. Because there's a whole lot of hinky shit coming out of there, and the media is part of it.
I'm on the side of the people
Yeah, me too.
that live there that don't have anything to do with any of it. That's who I'm on the side of.
Same here.
Well, the people have no part of it, but there's a whole lot of hinky shit coming out of there.
Well, of
Oh,
course
absolutely.
there is.
Yeah,
there's
if you watch mainstream media, and
Fuck that
Lisa,
shit, yeah.
I hope you're listening because you seem to watch a whole lot of mainstream media. You have no idea what's going on in any of this.
Yeah, you gotta really be careful what you watch, because what they feed you in the mainstream media
Yep.
is
Bullshit.
it's a lot of BS. Yeah, it's a lot of
Mhm.
propaganda. You don't think that propaganda happens over here? Oh yeah.
Watch
Oh,
NBC, CBS, ABC.
yeah. Well, propaganda only happens in the. Oh no, you'd be surprised.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there is a lot of propaganda going on. I realize this. I'm not as, you know, as gullible as you guys may think I am.
Well, no, we're not. I don't think.
I don't think you're gullible. I just think you watch a lot of mainstream media.
No, there is a lot of propaganda going around, and it's coming from Putin.
No, actually, it's not.
He's actually
No.
like,
No. What you're talking about is media is muddying the waters. You
oh,
blame
he's the.
what media's doing.
I gotcha.
Okay.
Lisa, what news source besides mainstream media do you watch?
And what mainstream media do you watch? And adding to that,
I don't even watch any mainstream video. I watch,
you got to get it from somewhere.
well, TikTok.
She
Oh,
she
for
watches
fuck's sake.
porn.
No,
She gets
no,
it from the
people
porn
post a
channel.
lot of
Porn.
legit videos
Gee.
about everything on there.
Well, they're
She
they're
watches
worry.
a lot of Pornhub.
okay.
Yeah.
They're sharing a lot of stuff. Okay, from the BBC, they're sharing a lot of stuff from. So you're getting it. You're getting mainstream.
Is that
How,
big
honey?
BBC?
I
Is
have
that
crab dinner going.
big black sausage? Ah,
No, legit to me, kind of is like MSN has a lot of good
You mean
good
MS
sources. I don't listen to Fox News because Tucker.
MSDNC? Okay, that's your.
Of course, City TV because that's Canada, I believe. ABC. No, not ABC. There
How
is
about
a
DBS?
few,
How about
more
DBS?
credible news sources than, I don't know.
How about CNN?
None of them
fake
are
news?
credible, to be honest with you.
How about CNN?
No, but
fake
you
news?
can tell which is telling the truth and which is not because there's different wording and different,
You can tell when
Really?
they're lying because their mouths are
more
moving.
passionate going
Right,
into words
right.
than, like, I don't know.
Yeah,
It's really weird, but
I don't think that's a good
That's not
fucking
how
way
it
to
works.
tell when they're telling the
To
truth.
be honest with you, I don't think
Cartoon.
it's that way.
Abe Jones says she watches Cartoon News Network.
Yeah, CNN is Cartoon News Network.
yeah, no, not CNN. Absolutely not.
See, the problem is when you have a weak leader. Now, you look around the Western world. You've got Boris
I'll be
Johnson.
right back, guys.
You've got Biden. You've got Scott Morrison down here.
Oh, we're
All
all
three of
fucked.
them are weak leaders,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So a weak leader will use the media to turn things away from what they've done.
Right.
You look at Boris Johnson and those parties he had during COVID.
Right.
Imagine how all this shit happened right when the fit was hitting the shan about that.
Right.
I'm not saying it's coincidence, but come on.
Right.
You look at Biden; he's got shit going on, and this happens.
Biden
You
is
look
not
at the fact that American
cognitively
media-
there. Biden is just not there, period. He can't finish a sentence.
But it
Can't
takes the
understand
focus
Biden
away
half
from
the
him.
time.
Right.
Yeah.
It's about taking the focus away. Scott Morrison's in more shit than a faggot's finger. It is ridiculous. He rolls from
oh, I'm
disaster.
done, honey. It's okay. Here,
And
put the
so
chair back
he
in.
needs something to take the focus away from him. He just blew up a deal with the French for submarines. Right?
Well,
Now,
at least your president knows he's president. Ours doesn't even know he's goddamn president.
ours is a fucking he's a Pentecostal Christian. Man's a fucking loser to start with. And then he says when he becomes PM that he's there from the divine grace of God. We've had nothing but fucking disasters since. We've had fires, 2 lots of floods, a pandemic. There was a mouse plague. 2 more and we get a fucking car.
Z, are you the one that put the quarter in Scott? I've never heard him talk so much.
Am I the what?
Are you the one that put the quarter in Scott? I've never heard him talk this much.
Put the quarter in Scott.
Yeah. You've never heard that term before?
I haven't, no.
Oh, okay. It's like a
There's certain-
He is
jukebox.
talking a lot more. He is talking a
Yes.
lot more than usual.
Well, most of the time I'm just here for shits and giggles, but there are some subjects that really boil my blood.
There
Right.
you go.
And I think those are the ones that we should discuss, are the ones that really, boil our blood, just get it out in the open and
The
Yeah.
problem
Look,
is
I think-
politics, the pandemic.
Yeah.
Will get your channel shut down.
Well, there's workarounds on that though.
Right. Yeah, I know.
It's a big call from Abe Jones saying that Biden is the worst president ever. That is a big call. Because Biden never had weapons of mass destruction. Actually, neither did Iraq.
Biden doesn't know what a weapon of mass destruction is anymore.
That'd be like a 12-inch dildo.
Right, for him, yeah. He's an idiot.
There's a lot of things that Biden doesn't know.
Right. Biden
but
doesn't
what
even
you-
know where the door is at to get back into the White House, for fuck's
Yeah, he
sake.
doesn't.
Somebody's
You
got to
get
show it.
propaganda going, right? You look back in the last probably 5 or 6 years, the propaganda machine running from the media, right? Now, I don't know, from an outsider's purview, I don't know whether Trump was a good president or not. I don't care, because the media was painting him out to be an asshole. And everything I've seen of him talking, he is an asshole. So I don't know how good a president he was, but personally, he looks to be an asshole.
Oh, he was an asshole, but he was a good president. I'm just saying.
But like the media was painting him bad. And even if 60% of the public believe half of what the media says, then that meant that there was no way known he was getting a second term. You add to the fact that the media's been running this anti-Russia campaign for the past 8 years. Everything that's happened in America is the result of the Russians. You look at that guy in England that apparently got killed by some Russian nerve agent. He's an ex-Russian spy, may have made the media. It got painted as the Russians did it. Now, it was done that sloppily. They put the nerve agent on his fucking door handle. That's that sloppy. No Russian spy or counterintelligence agency or KGB or Spetsnaz, whatever, they would never take claim for that, because it's sloppy. The Russians are many things. Sloppy is not one of them.
Yeah.
All right. Mr. Not Now 90, it's like 5 to 10.
Oh, it's 5? I thought it was.
It's 5
Oh,
to
yeah.
10.
Wow. B, are you still there?
Yep.
You going to be joining for the game tomorrow?
Yeah. I'll try. Yeah. If I can get the game to work, yeah, definitely.
Okay, there's a big update. So if you haven't download, or
Of course
been on-
there is. Why am I not surprised?
Oh, let me say this real quick.
Sure.
Z,
Yes.
you heard how Joey was saying that he's on TikTok, and we call him out for being on TikTok and grooming children. And while they're playing Fortnite, do you realize it's a closed course? There are no children involved. It's just them.
That Joe said something about that. I could
Yeah.
care less what he had to say about it.
But it's just them. It's not. They're not
Yeah.
playing against children. It's
Right,
just their room.
Yeah, it's
On
a
a private
private.
server,
It's a
yeah.
private game. It's a
It's
private.
a private game. So next time he brings that out, maybe you can shut that shit down.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, for sure, yeah.
Z knows what Z played. Z, you were playing like something like World of Warcraft or something, right?
Well, yeah, I still play World of Warcraft.
Yeah, so you understand what
You never actually played
you
that
played
game.
it online, didn't you, or something?
Yeah, it's an online. It's a mass multiplayer
So
role playing game.
you understand what private matches are and
Well,
public
yeah.
matches are.
Well, yeah. World of Warcraft is different. It's a
Oh, I don't.
variety of people on World of Warcraft.
I've never played it in my
There's
life.
no
So,
age restriction on World of Warcraft.
well,
But
see,
I'm just saying, just so you know, because I saw that in the video and that made me sick. Because I'm like, he's trying to portray everybody else as being what
Yeah.
he is.
Yeah,
right.
he's actually said, like, to me and 90 personally, that we both were pedophiles. He called
Hmm.
me a
Yeah.
pedophile. I live with a 3-year-old.
He's a 6-second pile of shit. He only says that because people say that about him.
I
Right.
just want to say one thing, and one thing I'm proud of my mom, for one, and how quickly she put his ass in his place.
I love your mom.
Good.
Yeah.
He has this thing where he'll back down when it comes to my mom, because my mom knows him more than anybody, more than me. She knows him, like, completely. And I noticed too, when he realized who it was, he started quieting his voice down
Oh yeah.
just
Hmm.
a little. He started
Yeah, he
backing
wasn't
up
yelling
just
anymore.
a little. He wasn't getting into people's faces. He wasn't saying shit, right? He backed down.
Well,
That
that's
is
He
because you
how
kept
turned
he
shy
muting
acts.
him.
real quick.
Exactly. My mom will put his ass in his place, no matter what time that is, no matter if they're in a relationship, doesn't matter. She puts his ass in his place and he backs down. And I didn't hear what he said before he left, so I don't know for sure what all he tried to say.
He didn't.
But
He
I
didn't
know
say anything before he left.
okay, okay, good. Well then, she put his ass in his place and he rage quit.
Yeah,
Yes,
he
he
did.
sure did.
Yeah,
He
he
did.
did.
I'm
That
You
proud
know
of
shows
you
him
how
guys.
great.
big That shows how big of a pussy that man is.
I
We
just want to.
love Mama B.
He is.
Hey, B,
I
I'm
just want to say
proud of.
that Abe Gomez said that the invasion of Ukraine was sloppy, though. And yeah, because that's been run by a bureaucrat. There's no way anyone involved in military forces would do whatever the Russian army's doing.
I'll keep it
Monkey,
going for a
you're
little bit,
ex-military, right?
90.
Okay, I just wanted to say one thing before I leave, before I go start heading home. I want to say that B, your mom was real brave to do that
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well,
because
the only reason why that happened was because, okay, my
B, let
neighbors.
him finish so he can get out
Sorry,
of
go
here.
ahead. Go ahead.
I know something people don't know in here. I know how what your mom is going going through, and and I know her her superstitions and stuff like that.
Right.
So, and that's why I said I'm proud of her.
Well,
She
I'll
was
let her know you
brave.
said that.
She was very brave.
Very
I'll let
brave
her
to do
know.
that. Let her know that because
I will.
she is. That was a very brave to come up here with. We had about 8 people in here or 9,
Yeah.
and to come in here and do that and
Yeah.
set him straight was a very brave move. Knowing your mom, and it was great to
It was
hear
good.
her.
I wasn't even expecting it really. She just came down because of my neighbors and
Yeah.
because everybody could hear me yelling and stuff. And one of my neighbors was worried. She didn't want my son to see me like get mad or get upset or something. And so my mom came down and she was like knocking on my door and then like shook the shit out of my fucking doorknob. I mean, she shook the shit out of it. And I'm like, hold on. You try to break
Okay,
into my apartment.
you guys, I got to get
Go,
going.
go
All
I'll
ahead.
right.
I'll
Be
keep it
safe.
going.
Be safe,
okay.
90. We'll talk to you later.
Okay, well, see you guys tomorrow on the game, and everyone have a good weekend. See you
You
guys.
You
too.
too.
You
I
too, 90
appreciate you
night
having
night.
me up, and I want to go live here in about 5 minutes.
All right.
See you
Take care,
all.
Z.
All right.
All right, guys. Everyone have a good night.
Good night.
Bye. Take care.
Oh, Monkey, I wrote you on Discord. I don't know if you.
Oh, I don't have my phone. I'll have to go look for it. Sorry,
no, it's okay.
I've been a little
How?
distracted.
Right. How? No. Now, how are you? How are you doing after your biopsy?
Well, I got my results back today, but
Well, you
I'm not
can
good.
message me in private chat if you want to,
Yeah, I'm not going to
or
disclose
on
that till
Discord.
after I talk to my kids. So,
Right. Yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I will
Understandable.
message you after I talk to them. I
Okay.
appreciate you asking, love. You know I love you.
I love you too, Monkey.
I'm sorry I
But
haven't been around much
my mom
lately.
really. No, it's okay. My mom really loves you too, by the way.
Oh, I love your mom. She was so
She
brave tonight.
she was, and I honestly
Oh,
wasn't expecting her to even say anything because she was like, oh, I don't. She's like, I want to say something. She's like, I really do. She's like, I've been wanting to say something. Hold on a second, TC. Uh, she was like, I wanna. She's like, I've been wanting to say something for a while. She said, I've been seeing all this shit go down for too damn long, and I just wanted to say something. And she
She
kept
was
saying
so brave.
she kept saying after she had done it, as I walked her, out. She was like, maybe I shouldn't have done it, but
No.
she's like, but I couldn't. She's like, I couldn't handle it no more. The man makes me so damn angry, and especially what he had said. Like the fact that she did it, I'm proud of her. I'm 100%.
Well, and she did it on her terms, and she
Right.
shut Joey up, and that was
She
amazing.
did. I've never
Wow.
actually seen it. I've never actually seen, like, I've seen him, I've seen it kind of, right? Like, I've seen how he acts towards her. Like, when it comes to my mom, putting him in his place, I've seen it a few times. But it's been so long ago. It's been over 10 years since I've seen that.
Right.
So, like, the fact that as quickly as he got off, as quiet as he had gotten, and, like, how much of a bitch he acted like afterwards, like, he acted like a pussy, pretty much.
Yeah, he did. He's
And
scared of your mom, and that was amazing.
He is. My mom put him in his place
Yeah, she did.
back when they were together.
I can imagine.
No, she didn't.
TC, she has. The way Joey acted tonight proves my point in what I say.
He's trying to
He is
trigger
afraid of her.
you. Stop it, DC.
I know.
Hey, congratulations, Lisa.
For
Joey
what?
Joey did a video about you.
Oh
TikTok.
God.
Did he?
Oh, did he? Hold
Yep.
on.
Play
You
it,
did a
D.
TikTok
Play it.
video of me?
Play it.
Hold on. I am.
You
Yeah, find
triggered
Play
it.
it.
Was it on TikTok?
Yeah, so you have to go.
Obviously. Sorry, that's a
Listen,
dumb question.
the people that comment on his stuff, you have to go to their pages and send them the Raging Capricorn 1 and over here so we can let people know. Like, he's duetting people that probably wouldn't want to be
Want to be
anything to do with him
associated with them. Yep.
if they knew the truth. So when you get a chance, go over and find those people and leave them a message and send them the Raging Capricorn
absolutely.
1 or here if you
Oh,
get a chance.
definitely.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get on that tomorrow.
Well, it kind of makes me feel special that he made a video about me.
Yeah, he'll
Right?
play.
You're that
Lisa,
important.
Lisa. That's what he started.
Woohoo!
Yeah, you triggered him.
You are
did.
so special. He said your name 3 times.
Yep.
Lisa,
Oh, that makes me,
Lisa.
that
You
makes me
see?
feel special. When someone says my name 3 times, that means I'm doing something right.
That's right.
Triggered him.
Hi.
You triggered him. That's for sure.
Oh, that's
I wasn't even
That
trying.
really
No, you're
gets to
just your
him.
presence triggers him apparently.
Yeah, that really gets to him when people you know, he's able to lure people in, and then when they find out the truth and they leave,
Uh-huh.
that fucking bothers him to no end.
Oh, that pisses me
Absolutely,
off.
and the fact that I wasn't letting him get to me.
Yeah.
Just kind of laughing at him and kind of making fun of him and singing little songs.
No, you're a troll now because you don't believe his bullshit. That's why I had to ask him, what is
No,
a
you're a
troll,
bully.
Joey?
No, you're a bully. I have to correct you. It's a bully.
Oh, now
I'm a
he's a
bully.
bully?
In the
Okay.
video, yep. Play the video of me.
Okay. You're a bully,
I'm a
Lisa, even though
bully.
you didn't even have to say anything. You're a bully.
I didn't even say anything about him. I was coming up in D and B's defense.
Right.
Well,
Right. So
I
you're a
jumped up
bully.
on here.
Well, that's just like
You
I
want a
defend
bee?
B and I'm a bully. So
Did you see?
whatever.
If you go back when Earl was here, you know he almost started crying.
Who? Earl or
Earl, did you hear that in his voice
no?
Yeah.
when you brought up about him having kids on his thing? He got choked up.
Okay, let's go for your nap. Let's go.
Sure
When I
did.
brought it up?
Yeah, when we were talking about he was having a child on his thing. At one point, it seemed to me like he almost started crying.
Oh, now I feel bad.
Can you let Zach carry you upstairs?
That's not what I was trying to do. I was just trying to point out
Okay,
that there's a
okay.
difference.
My
You
bad.
know what I mean?
My bad.
Between showing an adult and a child, that's just totally different. In my book, anyway. Maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, yeah, come here, baby.
Welcome back, B.
Oh, child, you are heavy.
Well, hello. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
All right, everybody mute.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm away. Can you get in?
Lisa, you go around pretending like you're an anti-bully, and yet you're hanging around with
Okay,
a
I'll
bunch
get
of
Zach to
bullies
come up and get it for
who
you.
bullied your daughter, by the way. And you're laughing, joking, throwing shots when it comes down to me. You absolutely think that I'm old news. How can I be old news when I'm all over Not Now 90s channel? When every time I turn around, he's posting videos of me. He's posting videos of me making merchandise using my face and all of these grade school insults and stuff like that. So how am I old news? I adore my fans. Lisa, you go.
Oh, you're so special, girl. You're so special.
Oh, the X-File music in the background. Sorry.
Oh my God, he's such a loser. Oh my God, that's funny.
Yeah, I'm hold on a second. Hold on a second, Earl. Sorry. Hold on.
Oh man, X-File music in the background to make it like.
That's funny.
Oh my God.
Sorry, but that's funny.
It's suspicious.
Yep. Yep. That's funny.
Aw, he goes and makes a video about me. I haven't even made one video about him, nor will I. No point.
Yeah, don't waste your time.
Yeah, it's just a waste of time. I have better things to do with my videos, like sing with my favorite band, or stick up for people's rights, or I don't know.
Man, I missed it.
Men's mental health. Like I talk about men's mental health and how it does matter, and how men are lived to, to the stereotypes. I don't know. Just my personal opinion.
I was just headed over to your channel. You're gonna come here now?
Well, I'm still live. I just didn't realize that you were keeping this going, but I am live. Just nobody's over there.
Oh yeah, I was keeping it going for a little while to let
Oh,
people
okay,
talk
fair
a
enough.
little bit more.
Who is under you, B? Why is there another you?
That's my sister. Huh?
Oh, okay.
I'm sure. I think it is. I can't check. I can't fact check it, but I think it is.
All right. I'm out.
All right, monkey. Good night.
Good
Night,
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 everyone.
monkey.
Love you,
See ya.
monkey.
Love you too, baby girl. Night, TC.
Yeah.
Good night.
I love her. I do. Oh God.
Running over there with people who bullied your daughter. No, they
Dude,
didn't.
he's the one that came up and said himself. He said it himself. He said, "How's Sasquatch?" It's
Right?
exactly
How is little
what he
Sasquatch
asked.
going there?
He literally said the same thing he was trying to preach was so bad that we were doing, and he did the same exact fucking thing. It just makes literally no fucking sense. His logic makes no sense whatsoever. He's an idiot.
Absolutely not. He can make videos about me. It doesn't really matter. It's just funny. Like my intention was coming up on here to defend you,
And I
like
appreciate
with
that.
Monkey
I
and
do.
stuff,
I
right?
appreciate
Like
that. He,
I watched that video that 90 posted. He was
yeah,
on Dee, I think.
it was on
DD.
Earl's channel. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was on
he was.
Earl's.
They were talking back and forth about it, and yeah.
Yeah, and
And like, no,
everybody heard.
I
Everybody
heard
heard
it.
it come out of his mouth that
And
I
I
was
left some comments on that video for him.
right. And like, I
I
just
left
think
a
it's
few
funny.
comments.
I just think it's funny. He was trying to lie about it and was like, "Well, no, I said that you were out of my life at 5. No, you
Oh
said out of
no,
your mouth, you said out of your mouth, the daughter that I knew died at the age of 5.
right?
The last
That's
time
exactly what he
my
said, word for word. Like,
exactly, my mom said it. Our mom said it. She said it herself. She said that he technically didn't like me since I was 3. I don't know what happened around then. She does. I don't know. But like she said,
that
he was very mean to me when he was in my life, the very first 5 years. And when that
like I know
happened,
toddlers are a pain in the ass. Like I know that for a fact.
right,
But there's nothing that a 3-year-old can do that'll make you not like your own child.
right.
Like
Well,
my 3-year-old drives me crazy, and I mouth to myself, I call her a little bitch to myself, not to her. But meaning you're a little brat, but it comes out as bitch. But I never say it to her face because that's
right,
not how I feel.
right,
I just tell her that it's all right, honey. I'm not mad. I'm just getting a little frustrated. You're learning, right? I just let her know that it's not her fault that I get mad. Like,
but he's always like ever since I came out to my mom and my ex stepdad, ever since I had came out to them that something happened because I don't know how long it had been going on. I don't remember. She said it like it was happening often, and I didn't know if it was or not, because I don't remember fully. And you know, after I had said something, Joe immediately, him and his mother immediately hated me after that. They were calling me liars. They were blaming my Joe was blaming my ex stepdad, like all of this shit. And none of this happened until after that night at that house. Because I had to go to the hospital afterwards and I had a panic attack when a male doctor was trying to check. I freaked out. And like
That's when they knew something was going on.
right. But still, that's when he started physically hating me. And I'm not sure why he would say, well, the daughter I knew died at 5. I was still 5. I had just turned 5 or was about to turn 6. I'm not 100%. I think I was about to turn 6 or something. I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
But
it's a long time ago.
because it was the same month. It was the same month. It was the same month that, it was around the same month she was about to have my sister. And so, like she said, it was going to happen. I mean, not going to happen. It happened around that time. So, like, I mean, it's ridiculous. Like, and him trying to say, well, I never said that. And I didn't just.
Let me explain something about your pops.
Yes.
Out of all the allegations against him that we've heard over the last 4 years,
Mm-hmm.
do you know he denies every single thing? He's not said one time, oh yeah, I did that. That's how you know he's a fucking liar.
Right.
Not once has he ever taken responsibility and said, yeah, that's true, I did that. It's always everybody's lying and he's the only one telling the truth. That's when you know that's a true narcissist right there.
Right. Yeah,
And
exactly.
there's no help for him.
Literally none.
No.
Okay, he is the biggest piece of shit that ever come down the pike.
Right. Agreed. 100% agree.
No wonder you got fucking difficulties in life. You had a fucked up childhood, man. Having a fucking dad like that. It's
Right.
supposed to be love in the family and shit like that. Not that kind of nonsense.
Yeah.
And if Joey really had depression, then he would know how hard it is to get motivated sometimes to clean house.
See,
Even though you think about it, even though you think about it, you're like, oh yes, I need to clean, but you just physically can't do it.
Right.
Right? It's
And this
really hard
whole-
to explain.
Exactly. It is very hard to explain. It is.
Like I suffer from depression too, so
See, when all
like
of this shit was going down, I was in a state where I could barely come out of. Like I had to physically leave that situation just to try to help myself get out of that mental state because I was so deep into my depression that I physically couldn't do it anymore, and I didn't want to keep putting my son in that position in that household. I didn't want to keep him in there. I had to wait a certain amount of time because down here our homeless shelters, say if you went in on on a Tuesday of like January, right? You have to wait a full year, a full year until that date is up till you can actually go back and stay at a shelter. Okay.
Oh, really?
Yes. I had to wait a full year at this point. So I had nowhere to go. We had nowhere to go after this. Like we were stuck. Like I mean, there was nowhere for us to go at this point. So I had to wait a full year, and then I waited an extra 2 months before I actually moved out of her house. Because I was trying to figure out, like, where am I going to stay? What am I going to do? Like, am I able to go to the shelter? And I even called because my mom gave me the idea. Go to the shelter. Call the shelter. See if you can stay there. Because she knew where I was at this point. Like, she knew mentally where I was, right? And she said,
Right.
call the shelter. So I did that night, the night before I left. I called the shelter that night. And they said, come on in, come on in. You can fill out paperwork and you can stay here, is what they said. So I hung up with them. I stayed up all night packing my shit, making sure there was no bugs in anything. I made sure that my shit was cleaned out, and I put it all in my car that night. I put it all in there that night. And the next morning, until I waited until my son woke up, the next morning we were out. We were out by like 9. So we were out of there quick. I grabbed my internet box because that was my fucking internet box, and I was not going to leave it there at her house. I grabbed that. Put it in my car. I grabbed everything that I could, and then we left.
Hold on a second.
So
Now you're trying to find Harley's captain. You haven't pulled that.
And the fact of saying, well, you tried to kill my mother. No, I didn't. I didn't try to kill my mother, especially not on purpose. So you can get that delusion.
If you tried to, if he's saying that, why didn't he call the cops?
Right, that's what I was saying earlier. If I had done that, like on purpose and shit, where would I be right now if that was true?
Sorry. How was your day?
So
It was busy.
it just
Now I'm gonna go say hello to
his logic makes
She
literally
wanted
no
to go to bed, so I put her to bed. Oh.
Hubby's home.
Yeah. Just got home from work.
Lord.
Does your son ever have a habit of just
Girl,
not
my
having
son,
any clothes on?
girl, my son has a habit of doing a lot of things.
But there's
Being
some
naked is one of them. I leave him
there's
for a
sometimes
minute.
where I'm sitting in the living room and then I'll hear this little giggle, faint little giggle. I'm like, oh, okay, you know that giggle, there's done something wrong. She
My son
comes
does
around
it.
the corner and she's like just sitting there butt ass naked. I'm like, what are you doing? And then she laughs at me and runs away.
Yep.
Like, come here.
Typical toddler stuff.
Oh yeah, like 2s were nothing compared to 3s.
Oh, you're telling me.
Right?
You're telling me. Mine's about to be
That's why I'm
4.
talking about it with you. You know where I'm coming from.
My son's about to be 4, and I'm just like hoping to God the next year's not gonna be bad.
I heard 4 wasn't supposed to be too bad. They start settling down a little bit more. But I don't know. I've never experienced the 4s before.
Neither have
Really. So.
And 90 wants to have 8 kids. Psh.
8 kids? Man,
Well,
I'm good with 2.
It's like a joke. It's like a joke thing that somebody
Yeah.
started. Who started that, TC? Do you remember?
And then did it go to like 10 kids?
The whole 8 kids thing? What is it, Lisa?
And then didn't go to like 10 kids? It wasn't Chip the one who started it?
It was 8 kids first because somebody made the joke about 8 children. I forget who it was. I think it might have been Scott or something. I can't remember. And at first it started off as like, oh yeah, this many, and then it was this many, and then it jumped to 8, and I'm like, whoa, hold on. So I am not gonna become Octomom, okay? And if I do, I better be on TV because I ain't doing that shit. I ain't doing that shit. I can't. I can't have 8 children at one time. I just can't. I cannot do it. I can barely handle one as it is.
Oh yeah.
No, but no, it like started off as like a joke thing, and then and then we just like make jokes of it or whatever. But yeah, he's like all boys. I'm like, no, no,
No,
no.
you gotta have some girls. You
I'm
can't
not
just
being
have.
outruled. I'm not being outruled by boys. Like I'm not.
It's got to be a balance. If you're gonna have 8 kids, it'd be 4 girls, 4 boys, if that's what Mother Nature wants you to have.
I hope they're all girls just to
Just to piss them
I
off,
hope
right?
they'd be all girls just to be like, haha, I win. I win. Majority vote.
Well,
I win.
90 can sit there and say, "Oh, we're gonna have all boys." Well, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah,
We're
but like
not.
it's a
It's not
joke
up to
though.
us
But
what we have.
yeah. Well, I mean, technically, you could like genetically. I think there's a way you can actually modify that, like genetically,
Yeah.
by like
Oh, okay.
insemination and shit. I think.
I'll throw you one B if you want a girl. I'll throw you one.
You know what?
Go on.
I'll take one of them off your hands, TC. I don't know which one, but I can take one of them off your hands.
Well, when I had my son, I had him for a year and a half before I had to give him up for an open adoption. But when I had him, it was nothing compared to my daughter. It was more docile.
Right.
Like my daughter she's wow. I've seen boys and I've seen their tantrums and stuff.
Oh, my son's tantrum.
Yeah.
It is not pretty at
Oh
all.
no, so I think like right then and there. I don't know, I'm kind of high, so I'm babbling.
Yeah, I could hear you in the background earlier, and you were like using your whatever you were using, and I could hear it, and I could hear like the paper, and I can hear you tapping on the table, and I could just hear you making your joint. I could hear it. I could hear you making it, and I'm like, because I've heard one of my exes used to make it. Like he would sit there and he would, instead of like wrapping a joint, he'd like put it in a bowl or whatever, and then he'd grind it and do all this shit. And I
have
know
the worst
sound.
luck.
I know the sound, so I know what you were doing. I could hear it. So I was like, I know exactly what she's doing.
Well, I have the worst luck with bongs. Like I'm a bong. I like to smoke out of bongs and pipes. I don't really like joints very much.
Right.
But in the course of like 4 months, I broke like 3 bongs and 2 pipes.
Damn.
Yeah. I broke my last one like a week ago. So I'm like, you know what? That's it. If I'm going to buy another bong, it'll be like plastic.
Right. They actually down here, they actually sell that shit in like a gas station or like a carryout. It's crazy.
Oh, weed? Or
no,
bongs?
like bongs and shit, like pipes and bowls and all that. They sell all that shit in like stores, but they have to say for tobacco use only. It's like always tobacco use only. Like every time you get a nut or something.
Yeah.
Like,
boop, boop, boop. So that kind of was interesting.
yeah,
you made a video about me. Haha, yeah.
You can tell
man.
Your shit. Slurring. Just like monotone. You're just like.
I'd rather be baked out of my mind than be drunk.
Yeah, you know what?
It's a lot better. You don't get like the hangover or you don't get really sick. You just get high. You get to calm down.
You don't get addicted. You don't get addicted to it either. You don't get addicted.
Well,
to weed.
actually,
you don't really
No.
get addicted to it. You kind of do, but you don't.
Hello, last
No,
and
I was
lasses.
just.
Joe
It's like
Biden
a
here.
mind. What? I didn't hear that. I heard some of that. What'd you say?
I have no
Check your
idea.
fucking Discord.
Check your fucking Discord.
Damn.
Okay. Chill. Hold on. I didn't hear it. Hold on a second.
I messaged you like 3 hours ago. Holy fucking shit.
No, it was at 10:49, not 3 hours ago.
What time is it?
It's 11:31. Again, not 3 hours. Not 3 hours ago.
Close enough.
Smart ass. Oh God. Hello, Anthony. How long did you work today, TC?
Fuck all day.
Really?
Too long. Too long. I didn't get home till 6 o'clock.
Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I think I'm gonna get down here now.
Alrighty. Yeah, I think I might go ahead and end the stream because
It was a pretty good stream, like always.
yeah, it turned into a whole. I don't know.
It got interesting there for a little bit.
What is it?
Huh?
What'd you say?
Anyways,
I said it got interesting there for a little bit. I didn't get to say what I
yeah,
wanted to the Joe, but that's okay. Maybe
right.
next time.
Yeah, I I agree.
okay, well, have a good night, everyone.
Hey,
Night,
you too.
TC.
Night, Lisa.
And I'm staying live if anyone wants to